I think if we should murder people. One quick question though: how long, Yandere, does your guardians last? Trying to figure out whether or not they'd still be up.
From the first, from that first cast,
Yeah.
up to 10 minutes.
Ooh, so they'd still be active because you haven't taken any damage to lose concentration.
Haven't.
And as long-winded as I am, that conversation did not last 10 minutes.
Darn.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Sucks. I would have loved to deny you guys a little bit of help. But anyway, speaking of denial, because I need to get out of that. Hey guys, welcome back to Tuesday Dungeons and Dragons. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Woo!
Good.
Hooray.
So, we are here on Black Tower Stories in the Adventures in Athoria with Chapter 116. Last week, our group of adventurers had entered into the Frost Giant workshop, fought some Frost Giant skeleton guys, and then kind of immediately moved towards this dark power that is supposedly here. You guys interfaced with a creature calling itself Dust Shroud, who claims to be what's called a child of Mab. One of a creature of darkness, and I believe we kicked that off with someone deciding to cast a spell or shoot an arrow, or someone, someone decided that I talked too much and wanted to start combat.
Nah. Yes.
Yeah. And just double check here. Who was that? So I can be sure to target them.
Pretty sure it was Volred.
That does sound like a Volred thing to do.
Huh?
What?
You shot demon queen person. Or Frost queen, child of Mab.
Shadow creature.
Really?
I believe so. You kicked off combat, and then we decided we're gonna hold off till next week.
On time.
Oh yeah,
Allegedly.
I mean,
that's right.
that's close enough. We haven't. Yeah. I'm gonna say close enough.
We just got to the introduction. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Congratulations.
no, my camera!
Well, that sucks.
At least there's 5 things that are the right shape on there. Keep going.
Yeah. And okay, I was fixing to say because like, wow, Calmac's beard changed. Okay.
Is that Chinese food?
He couldn't hear you.
I don't realize that now.
Yeah.
Look how he's fixing it.
It's all in my ears.
Was it you're fixing it just to put headphones on? Okay.
That Chinese
I need a haircut, okay?
Just stand
Well,
closer to the
probably
windmill.
not. No, because I mean it's cold enough up there. You might want to like let your fur grow out.
It's 60 degrees today.
Ah, well that's nice. It was 66.
Jacket
It's
weather.
64 right now.
Yeah, we're
Right.
getting that warm front that's making all those storms down there.
Jerk.
Nice.
We have had a lot of rain. All right, so yes, I believe then yes, we're just going with the fact that Yandere decided he didn't want to wait, or not Yandere, Full Red.
Yep.
Sorry,
So
you
I'm
guys
shooting this bitch.
swap spots.
Are they
You're shooting a
surprised?
bit. Yes, but right quick, let me click here. I think Oh, okay. Sorry, I couldn't find my actual encounter for this. But I found it now. I just totally forgot what I named it. But yeah, so go ahead and roll. So I just want to make sure I get the right AC and shit.
Go ahead and roll my attack.
Yeah, if you like.
I actually do. I mean, I assume that 28 hits, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
would say that's a decisive hit.
Cool, so that should be a crit then.
Yes, because talking does not count as combat.
Okay, well, my base is
I
52.
guess you're unless you're a bard.
So 52 plus 36, that's gonna be 88.
Dang. Okay.
Par for the course.
Yep. All right. So you launch off the arrow, and then fire it. It sails off into the darkness, actually kind of beyond your dark vision range a bit. You're sure the arrow hit, and you even hear Dark Shroud go, "Oh, was fortunate. Which one of you little shits did that?" Okay. So then you guys can go ahead and roll initiatives. I'm going to move the combat marker over.
Is this another large map?
Yeah.
Yeah. Technically, it is the same map, just in a different part of the map.
With the very
I was just trying to figure out how much I had to scroll.
zoom out.
A lot.
All the way.
Dang, did we already kill him?
Nope.
Yeah, he's dead. I guess I should roll initiative.
I mean, yeah, probably. Dang, Caleb, you did all right.
It's the first time for everything.
I got 12.
23.
I got a 9.
A 23 is expected with a plus 10. Now you just need advantage.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, Calmax came in as an 8.
It's all the people that roll with advantage that really messes with the initiative tracker.
What? No.
Yeah, okay. So, just making sure I call this out a little again. There is no light in this room, so the light that you guys are seeing, other than, Yandre, who's shedding like 5 feet of dim light.
10.
10 feet of dim light. Pretty much all the rest of it you see that's in that kind of white-blue tint, all of that is dim light, so just a reminder for anything that might do, as well as targeting, stealth, stuff like that. So, but looks like Volred is at the top of the initiative, followed by Caleb.
Okay, so like, is that thing dead?
No.
Why is there an X on it?
Well, that thing's dead. That's not what you're.
That's from the
shooting at.
previous room. The other guy, the guy you're talking to, I guess I should have moved him because he moved up here.
Oh, okay.
But as you can kind of see in that bottom left, he's he's over here.
Okay. I liked shooting, so I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna use my steady. I'm gonna do my thing.
do your thing.
I didn't mean to single, so I'll just roll again.
Natural 20.
Fucking god.
Does a crit hit?
Yes, and it's already a crit because he still hasn't acted in combat.
So 52 plus 43, so 95.
Okay.
Jace, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you.
I don't want to do the math anymore. I think it's getting too close. Let's just let me friends now.
Yeah, there's no point.
It's 183 points of damage in the attacks.
Yeah, but who's counting?
Me.
Well, and me.
Math rocks.
Math rocks. Yes.
I guess my turn's over.
Unless you've got something else you want to do.
Un momento. I don't think so, but I'm gonna check one thing.
You used your bonus action, you have no movement, and you used your action.
Does Piercer count as a bonus action?
It's included in it.
It just allows you to reroll your piercing damage.
Because my piercing critical damage was 1, so can I technically re-roll that?
That's not the weapon
No.
damage.
Okay, so that's just your basic piercing damage.
That's your extra fun damage.
Okay, so never mind, I'm done.
Yeah, it looks like you're. Yeah, it looks like you rolled max damage for your
Oh.
piercing.
Yeah, got it. I get it. So my piercing would have been on that 52 base. That's what we're saying is maxed. And okay.
Right.
Yep.
But
cool.
yeah, so you
And-
get to reroll. I think it's 1 and 2s, but you got 8 and 8.
Yep.
Piercer just gives you a little extra if you crit.
Cool.
Okay. Well. All right. I'm just loving the fact that those 2 attacks could have dropped these all.
I would have resistance to it.
If you weren't raging.
I can automatically rage at the start of combat. I can't be surprised.
That's cheating.
It would
Oh.
kill anybody else, though.
That's actually a good point, Izal, because that would mean when Volred popped off his shot.
As long as I rage, then I could bypass anything's prize for it.
Yeah, because I was counting that Volred's first attack as a surprise round. So if you're not surprised, then before this
You're
attack,
active.
you would get a turn if you wanted to.
Well, I'll just...
So if you
So
want to
far
at least
away.
move or dash.
It's a bold move. Yeah, I'm going to move and throw my Javelin of Lightning at it.
Yeah, and just a reminder, each of these levels is 10 feet in height elevation.
As part of the
Between-
rage, I can move half of my movement, and I was started my turn within 10 feet of Kelmac. But I don't want to get that close to it. I just want to get a little bit close to it. Javelin time!
You would not get the Aura of Alacrity that is only within a 5 foot of me.
What? It's the same distance as your aura, right?
Right now, the
Ah,
Aura is 10 foot.
I didn't move the entire thing anyway.
Yeah, the protection is 10 foot, but the Alacrity is 5 foot.
Javelin! I think I missed it. I just chuck a javelin. It does nothing.
Upside,
An 11? Yeah, that misses.
Yep.
Yeah, crackle as there's a stream of lightning that rushes past it. This creature, from the distance, you could kind of see. It almost looks like it's imposing, but as the javelin of lightning whizzes past and you see it light up for a second, it actually appears to be like a relatively thin, kind of gangly type creature. A sallow face, like jet black skin, these kind of elaborate kind of robes, and these curled horns.
I
But
missed.
yeah, it whizzes past.
Again. That's it. That was the
and-
surprise run. I'm
Yeah, as all this is going on, he's like, well, that wasn't. What is. We are having a conversation!
Whoops.
But Caleb, you're up, and then Izal's on deck.
All right, so looking here. Yeah, that's enough. Is this a pillar that blocks line of sight?
Nope, that is some decorations on the floor. I've already included all of the dynamic lighting stuff. The pillars are actually this guy is standing in between them, so you wouldn't see the shadows cast there.
Got it. Well, then I'm going to say, let's shed some light on this fucker. And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a dexterity. So
I'm sorry.
yes,
Did
Dexterity
you?
save.
you have to do a dexterity saving throw.
Or
Okay.
you were
I thought you were looking something up.
illuminated.
That is 19.
You pass. You're a bitch.
Boo.
Yep. And as that happens, he's like, "We are having a
Conversation's ended.
You are the worst kind of visitors."
No, we were having a conversation. They weren't.
And that ends action. Caleb's going to look at his all, say, please try hit him with the javelin next time. And that's going to be inspiration.
I only have the one javelin. Well, that's my one javelin. But I can try better.
So you get one bardic inspiration for 86.
Yay!
Hey, yo.
And I'm going to take a step back. That's it.
Okay. Let's see here. That means Izal, you're up.
Okay. Awfully ominous sphere thing that's around this thing now.
Oh shit.
But I don't see that. So I'm... Now, do I have the movement for this? I don't know.
It's each tier is 10
I was
foot,
judging.
so-
I was trying to judge some distance to figure out how close I'd need to get to you guys, for reasons.
Misty steps.
Let's see, 5.
Oh no.
Can I use 35 to just get up on the edge? So far away.
Yeah. Well, do you have proficiency with athletics?
Of course I do.
If you do, as long as you move like at least 5 feet, I'm okay with you doing a jump.
Run and jump. Well, that's 35 to get up there. So that's just the
Yeah.
amount of movement I had for it.
Yeah, as long as you have proficiency with athletics. If you
Yeah.
don't, yeah, it'll cost movement.
So far away. I pull
So
out
far away.
another javelin.
Ugh,
Well, it's not magical though.
oh, you've got another one of those.
I've got a couple. Where's my javelin at? There you are. I have 2 more. Wasn't
Yep,
showing up
you're
as a
right.
javelin. Reckless.
Can't we just have a nice, simple conversation before I kill you?
No. 27.
27 is a hit.
Yay.
Waiting for us to say a big number and him say it misses.
Damn.
And then I cry because I can't hit very high.
Strike my strength damage, or is it just melee? Scroll down. +3 melee damage, so no strength on that one. Do 9, 10, nope, just 9 damage.
Okay, and none of that's radiant?
Nope. Well, actually, yeah, because it's on the first hit, not just first melee hit. So radiant damage. 8
Did you
damage.
say you didn't add your strength modifier to it?
I don't add my rage modifier to it.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
8
You
rage.
chunk it, Rinse. You see it hit the. You see part of the smoke dissipating. Ow! Ow! That one! Ow!
Should I hit with
He's
the
just
other
kind of
one?
looking. He's kind of looking. Going, all right. You're number 2. The other one is that fucker back there with the bow.
I do not take kindly to being called number 2. At all.
Do some more damage.
Well, now you're number 2 in damage. So yeah.
Let's not judge the numbers yet. Took my potion earlier. Got that. I can't draw another weapon because I didn't have it out already. Kind of got nothing else to do, so yeah, just gonna hang out.
Next up is Dark Shroud and Yandere. You're on deck. Dark Shroud is gonna kind of float down here, kind of next to you, Izal. Go, you are all just the most disrespectful shit I have ever. No. Kind of looks down. All right, which one? Well, that one kind of hurt a little bit, so he will look over to Volred. You. And he'll point at you, Volred.
And nothing happens.
And he will speak a word. And
Is he casting a spell?
this is actually not a spell. It is an ability. He'll speak a word that none of you really understands. But Yandere, you can feel kind of an ancient Fae, or I guess Volred too, can feel kind of an ancient Fae energy coming up from it. So you sense this is probably some language or word of creation that comes from the early days of the Feywild, right?
Oh no.
Old magic.
But as he kind of points over at Volred, you see his eyes flare, kind of this pale blue and like whiffs of blue smoke come out. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Volred.
But you get a +3.
That is true.
Okay. One sec.
We believe.
And you get a +3, and you get a +3, and you get a +3, and
Do
he's
I
all
get
you're too
one?
far.
Oh man.
No.
I'm gonna
You're
hang
too
out
far.
with this dude. He seems cool.
Okay. 23.
You fucking rolled a 19.
You fucking kidding me?
Nice.
Oh God.
Straight up
Okay.
with a +1, just nails a 20.
Maybe-
Like, you bastard.
Maybe I should stop playing so some bad luck can like go back into the other players.
Okay. So I was just checking because that one says 20. Where do you get the other 3?
From Kelmac.
Okay.
He's
Kelmac.
within 10 foot.
Oh, fuck you, Kelmac.
Eh,
Love ya.
I would
Is
just
DC
tell
higher
you.
than 20?
Yeah. So yeah, you feel as he reaches out, this dark energy starts crowding your mind. It's almost as if this creature is reaching out and with that word, pulling your darkest fears into your mind. Then there is that kind of brief moment where you feel warmth to your side, and the aura around Kelmac seems to grow visible and almost kind of blinding, and the shadow that is reaching into your head kind of recedes from it. So
if that was
yeah.
a fear effect, don't worry. It wouldn't have worked.
It's not a fear effect, but
Oh,
you
okay.
did prevent him from taking a shit ton of damage.
Oh,
I just looked over at Cal.
And then he just is kind of pointing, and then he's like,
I don't speak that language.
"Oh, fucking come on!" He's looking around, going, "All right, I'll get back to you later." Who else? Shit. And actually, I think he's good right there. Yandre, you're up, and River, you're on deck.
Cool. And you said
I was about to say.
these lifts are about 10 feet, you said?
Yes. But again, with a running jump, as long as you have athletics,
I have acrobatics. I don't have athletics.
okay. Now, I'll assume since you're already like 5-6 feet tall, you just need the extra 5 feet of movement. Fine.
Cool. I'll move here then.
And you get plus 10 feet because you're within 5 feet of me at the start of your turn.
Whee!
You get plenty of movement.
All right. Yonder will move there. And then, just as a test, he's going to go ahead and use Toll the Dead. So they need a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That is
22.
that is a 15.
That will fail. So they will take 3d12
The prophecy.
necrotic damage. And because of Blessed Strikes and that being a cantrip, they will take 8 radiant on top of that.
Okay. And what's the total?
So 25 total, 17 necrotic, 8 radiant.
Okay. The radiant seems to do some damage. Doesn't seem phased by the necrotic though.
Okay, that's what I wanted to find out. So with that, I will bonus action help Volred. Red, whenever the help starts to come to you, normally you feel like a assisting hand on your shoulder, but this is more like a grip. It's not necessarily like a resting hand like you've normally felt.
Reggie.
Still pissed off.
Oh. I kind of sense it in like my shoulders do, like, you know, when you get like a body chill.
Yeah, pretty much. And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. So with that, okay, we're gonna move on to Kelmac, but first,
There's more.
he's going to dissipate into smoke and then reappear. Like a
Hello.
another shadow step. And then I need all of you to roll me Constitution saving throws.
Calum and Volred get +3.
18.
Is this against poison?
No, it's to avoid
Disease?
his effect.
Is
Dang
it
it.
magic?
It is not magic.
I'm going to assume a 12 fails, so I will use my zealot presence to re-roll that save. I'm pretty sure failed. Eric, am I correct in assuming a 12 is going to fail?
Yes, a 12 is definitely going to fail.
Okay.
The DCs are over 20, so far.
I
I'm waiting for Calum's roll to see if he
23.
Yeah.
I rolled a 18 plus 2 plus 3.
Okay, so yeah, yours just aren't coming in. So yeah, it sounds like then Calum is the only one that passed.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what exactly is this?
We're about to find out.
instant death.
No, it's not instant death. But it is kind of fun. Let me
No.
pull out some
Yay.
D8s right quick.
Kind of fun. I can't wait.
We have different
So,
definitions of fun, my
with
friend.
that, there is going to be a burst of necrotic energy that rushes out and then suddenly pulls itself back in towards him. When that does, everyone but Caleb feels some of their life essence get ripped out and returned with the wave. That is 10 points of necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by that much as well.
Boo.
Sorry, my audio cut out for a second. So you're saying 10 points necrotic damage and hit is reduced.
And your hit point maximum is reduced by that 10.
So that when I'm rolling my next attack, it's
No.
minus 10.
No, your maximum hit points, HP.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so that is 10 points
Oh.
you cannot heal back
Forever?
until a certain
Earth.
condition is met.
So Caleb didn't get that, correct?
Correct. You did not.
Okay.
Can I go?
Yeah, I guess you can go.
Wouldn't have wasted my roll if I knew that's what it was. I would just taken it.
I will action haste myself, and then new action attack with scale render.
Oh, yes, right quick. Could you roll me a Constitution saving throw? DC 21.
No! I just did this!
Quick question. Would that last thing have counted as being charmed?
It would not have.
Cool.
That was a life steal.
Come back.
let's
That's
do
not a
it.
good number. Roll better.
You know what? Y'all stop rolling good. Give me some of the numbers.
I'll have you know.
I didn't roll
rolled
well.
good.
I am not rolling well, so it's not me.
This is war of attrition.
Y'all have always rolled good.
Okay, Kelmac. As you turn to move towards the Child of Mab, you feel that miasma that's kind of going off of him. You feel it start to take hold in your body a little bit. You're going to take 28 points of necrotic damage. But please, go ahead.
Nonchalant.
Please, go ahead.
Does my life total reduce by 28?
Actually, that's a good question. No, it does not.
I'm about to say, don't answer the fucking question.
Like, handsome question that was.
I mean, he has abilities that do that, so I just wanted to make sure.
Well, he has abilities that do that.
Yeah. And this has in no way nothing to do with that large black aura that you saw briefly earlier.
Oh, good. I was worried.
Yeah, completely different thing.
Thank goodness we're all resistant to cold right now.
Okay, no, skip my turn. Go. Whoever's next,
You
go.
have 2 attacks.
Actually,
No, I
14
don't.
hits.
Oh, you used
14
haste.
hits.
Okay.
Kelmac. 14 hits.
I don't think you
Okay,
can
am I muted?
No, I'm rolling
Okay.
damage. But I don't
He's looking
trust
at me
you.
like,
But I don't trust you.
He was rolling damage out of spite. You want to smite him?
Oh, what do I have any spells? How many spells?
So
Okay.
many
how
spells.
many smite slots?
Okay, I'll do a second level spell slot, which will be 3d8. Am I rolling a fourth d8?
He is undead.
Okay, so 40. Thank you. Whatever, 11 more.
30.
Yeah, and 17 of that is radiant.
Okay.
I don't know max on my. I must have rolled almost max. Somewhat. Oh, okay.
Hey.
Is it a monstrosity?
No, it was undead.
Well, there are undead monstrosities.
You typically only have one type.
Is Frankenstein an undead monstrosity, or is he just a monstrosity?
I think technically he's a living creature, so he'd just be a monstrosity.
Technically, this is a living creature.
Technically, it's closer
This is
to a
question for
shadow
Jason and
elemental.
Jace. Let's get moving.
Yeah. I think that's to the top with full red.
I believe you're right, because it added Portal Master in here for some reason, but I'm just going to ignore that. Volred, you're at the top of the Inish, but I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, if you don't mind.
Why?
+3. Because we all got to roll now.
Because of his miasma.
That dark aura that we
He should probably take a bath.
I got 10. So what are you hitting me with?
Let's see.
I swear to God,
The
it's
negative
lower than
energy
28.
floods into you for 23 points of necrotic damage.
3 points.
23.
Okay.
I thought he said 23-4. I was really confused.
Uh-huh.
I slurred a little bit at the end. 23 points.
So I'm going to use the help I got instead of technically using steady aim. So I'm going to, so I'm going to go ahead and roll. And just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and do my Elven Accuracy. Does a 23 hit?
23 hits.
Ooh.
Lord.
So 47 points of total damage, and then I'm going to use use my movement.
Maybe I should have just played a bard if I'm going to do all this supporting and, like, not actually damaging.
When can we look forward to your support, then?
I do some.
Are we flanking right now? I think we're flanking, Kelmac.
Technically, yes.
Look at that. You hit last time anyway.
And
so
almost
it
like a
doesn't
perfect flank, because you're 10 feet up, he's 10 feet down.
matter.
So you are
Diagonal.
on all axes.
Kelmac, I have the high ground.
Yeah. And especially because you're a little bit shorter, he's a little bit taller, so it's even the same ratio.
But I'm a little bit rock and roll.
And then
Eric.
I'm going to use my bonus action to dash to get more movement, and I'm going to stay over here.
No, don't go there. Then you're outside my aura.
I'm
no
the
shit.
ankle biter now.
Yeah, you're actually lucky. If you had 5 feet less movement, you'd still be in.
Eric, it's called a miasma.
Listen,
Yes,
don't
yes,
joke
you're
about
right,
asthma,
you're
okay?
right.
Old body
I end
odor.
my turn.
This guy's been dead for God knows how long.
Who's next?
Man, I only got
Kill.
47
Okay.
points damage.
Let's see here. Next up, lair action. What are we gonna do?
That used to be a lot for a young Volred. Early Volred.
Well, I want more.
Craves that mineral.
I didn't even deal 47 damage. What do you mean?
I want more.
Okay. You watch as he raises his hand. Some of the darkness that is on the extends of the room suddenly materializes and gets absorbed back into his hand. You see his eyes flare up with that, teal, blue-green color, and goes, well, that was certainly helpful. Now that I got that back, who has it? He's looked over and goes, there you are. You ran away. Come. But that's it. He's gonna taunt you a little bit. Calum, you're up, and then he's all you're on deck. But Calum, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I don't want to.
You get a
Well,
+3.
Too bad.
I believe in you, Caleb.
I don't believe in me.
Believe in the
That's
me
an
that
11.
believes in you.
11.
That's a total 11.
I didn't believe in you enough. That was the problem. Next time I'll get you.
11.
How much damage am I taking? Yes, 11.
We shall see.
I'm gonna fix that aura for you, DM.
That's
I thought it was 15 feet.
That's 10.
Oh,
Yeah, it's 10.
okay. All right. That's
I
fine.
saw it pop up and I was like, ooh, that's a little big.
Yeah. 22 points of necrotic.
It's like it's going down.
That's a
Or
third of your
just
health.
over 1/4 of a Kalem. But yes, please continue.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Fifth
Ow.
level magic missile.
I can't do magic missile because I used all of them earlier.
Just can't use the spell slot. Duh.
No,
Have it.
I have a much better spell to cast.
Swear to God, if you cast Fireball.
Big B's hand.
Oh, okay.
Magical mitten. Go.
I am sure that I had a token for that.
Better.
The problem is, I
Gotta
have
find it.
so many breaking things.
Um, I'm going
Search roll
to,
20 is horrible.
cast Big B's hand, and it's going to be right above him.
Okay.
That's going to come down and pitch slap. That would be
So Big B's hand, are you doing helping hand, grasping hand,
Striking.
pimp slap hand? You know what? I'll put in a generic hand here. What is it? Is it like 10 foot?
punch
Large?
fist.
Okay, that's fine. It's whatever.
It's right above him.
Yeah, I know. I was just resetting the thing so that you guys can see. I was just trying to make sure that I got it the right size. Is it technically a large entity?
He's reading. You can tell by the look on his face.
Yes, the large hand.
Okay. So I'm gonna put it. You're having it right above him?
Yep.
Cool. And I did give you control of the hand, so you should be able to flick it. Let me reset control of Dark Shroud so that way you don't move him by accident. But there you go. You should be able to do that. So you're gonna punchy.
Sorry.
Strike him down. This is exciting.
Gee,
14. Okay. 14 just hits. You see, it
And
wasn't
it's
a pity hit.
flanking.
33 points of damage.
23 points of force damage, correct?
33.
33 points, but it is force damage, right? I
Yes.
believe so. Because that matters, because this guy's immune to a whole bunch of shit.
Is he immune to force?
Huh?
Do I feel like he's immune to force?
No, because you feel like the shimmer, and he's like, what the hell? And it's just punch like, and like smoke runs off his face. He's like, oh, that shit. He's like looking over to you, Caleb. All right, that's it. I don't know. Fuck. He looks around over to you. He's always like, what are you, number 2? All right, you're now number 3. He's number 2.
What? Hey! Get demoted. I mean, I don't want to be 2 either, but some bullcrap.
Zal, you did not use my Bardic Inspiration, correct?
Nope. Still got it. I failed too much to worry about it.
I figured as much.
I don't know why I gave it to her. I need it.
Okay, is that it,
I'm
Caleb?
going to, let me see. I think I can have another Bardic Inspiration.
Everyone can have it, except you can't double up on somebody.
Okay. Then, me seeing Kelmac get like salty that he doesn't have Bardic Inspiration. All right, Kelmac, come on, hurry up! That is going to be my Bardic Inspiration D6.
Also, I went ahead and dumped Maylor on the field because I assume he's there.
Yeah.
And
God.
I like to think of that Bigby's hand looking like Maylor's hand.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
His hand's missing. Just
He focuses all of his magic power into Maylor's
He's
one
just like-
hand,
he's
so
looking
Maylor
up going,
can finally punch somebody.
Oh, that's
Grab
very
my strong
odd, Caleb.
hand.
That hand,
to
you
touch
made
his
that
face.
hand. He's like, you made that hand look just. Caleb, what did you do?
It's a new
I can
spell.
only imagine one body. Come on.
Maylor's magical.
Oh, we did not discuss this ahead of time. Very well. All right. I believe that means
My turn.
it would be is Zal's turn. Yes, but right quick.
Hey, Kaylin,
Dark
how much
Shroud.
damage did you do just then?
33 points of force damage.
Cool.
He's looking around. He's going, number 1, number 2, 3, and he's looking down at Kelmac and go, which one are you? Are you 4? Do I even have a 4? And he's like, I thought there was another one. And he's like looking over at Yandere. I goes, oh, you're number 5? Oh.
Why are you numbering us?
And he's going, well, you all look the same to me.
Whoa.
Whoa. I only see things in
literally
terms of light
a
and
lion
dark.
person.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's what a lion person looks like. Sorry, it's a little dark in here. Fine. And he'll turn around and he'll point at you, Kelmac.
Oh
You got
man.
He's like, you have the shiny sword. I don't know that I... No, you know what? Let me see here. Let me just do this randomly because I don't actually...
Roll a d6, reroll.
Well,
6.
it would help if I don't roll my die right off the end.
No, roll a d6.
Quick, he's
Maylor
not.
is 6.
Oh, but he can't target Maylor.
Coward.
So that
can target
would
Bigby's
be
hand.
Caleb. Oh, I guess that's true. I could, but I will instead target Caleb based on my roll. And let's see how. Caleb, you are enveloped in shadow and suddenly appear on the other side of the battlefield.
Is it a spell?
It is not.
You don't get counterspell this fight, buddy.
He's got
Yeah, this
fey
guy
magic,
actually
it's
has
just
no
weird.
spells.
Thank you for telling me that. I will stop it.
That's good. That means you can use your reaction for other shit.
Yep.
Wait.
Where can I go?
You're
Yeah.
down at the bottom of the screen now.
I think just about anyone probably would have been a better thing. So that was probably the worst roll I could have made, other than maybe
See
Bullet.
over here. Do I see anything?
Well, oh, that's right. You do have dark vision, don't you?
Yes, I do.
We all have
So
dark
you
vision.
appear to be up on that central dais. I didn't put it here, but there's like these two, there's these two frozen fonts over here that look like they would hold water at some point, but they're frozen over. And in between, I didn't put it here, but there is actually a throne between these two fonts. And that is where the corpse of the frost giant Jarl is kind of sitting there.
Not Jarl.
And 2 undead giants.
Do I see the hat?
You can kind of make out what a little bit of gleaming to let it looks like he might be wearing some sort of crown. but you
Hit
can't
my
really
head.
make it out. But you can kind of see it like bounce off a couple of the light bounce off a couple of the gems.
Alrighty.
Oh my god, they just
I'm okay with
killed
that.
Caleb.
You bastards.
He's over there.
He's like 15
You
to 20
would
feet
not
up
be
in
able
the
to
air.
see
You
him.
can't see him.
Says like
No,
the
the
one
only
guy
person
here.
that might be able to see me would be Volred. And that's
Yeah.
just because of the angle.
Why am I getting attacked?
No, actually, that would be outside of Volred's dark vision. The only one that could probably see you. Well, I mean, he's all probably staring, but yeah, Izal and Yandere would probably be the only ones that could see you.
I can see him.
Like on the map, you can, but
Well,
like
on the map, but you can only see him on the map because you guys are all sharing vision right now. Although I would say, Volred, you did feel for a brief moment a portal open up where Caleb was at, and you felt one distant across the room open up somewhere.
Mm.
So you did pick up the presence of teleportation magic. But that's it. I believe it's your turn, Izal.
yeah.
Okay,
I
just
will.
making sure.
I've thrown
Roll
my
a
other
Constitution
javelin.
saving throw.
Cool. I love those.
Rolling a Constitution saving throw.
When is his actual turn? Because we've gone through a whole round. I'm just trying to verify.
He goes after Izal and before you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll take it. 15 fails.
Yeah. But I mean, this is like your favorite outcomes.
Well, I'd rather it hit me than someone else instead of just hitting everyone.
That is 28 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, spicy.
Retribution!
We're on the same team.
Okay. Then, yeah. Sorry, Izal. You wanted to javelin?
No, as my hand is empty because I threw my other javelin. So I'm going to drop my shield, reach both the sheaths, pull out a Ranthier and my golden battle axe. All right, Ranthier, let's go.
Yes, this creature is actually undead.
Yeah.
I can sense it.
Is there a
I
way
can
that
also sense the souls of all the other dead here, which is a little disconcerting.
That's something we should talk about later. Is there... I want to make sure I don't miss him. Is there a way, like, you can stab him better or do something?
You need me to use some sort of ability?
Yeah,
Be better.
you're like a ghost sword. Can you, like, do good against ghosts? If they're spirits or something? I don't know.
Do good
Well,
against ghosts.
I mean, if it is a undead type creature, so he normally falls within my general purview, but as you know, my powers aren't really what they could be.
Alright, well, I'm just going to try to stab him really hard then.
Heed me.
I'll help you as best I can for being a sword.
Whee! I
Sorry,
just
that's Yandere's sword.
jump off the little edge and, like, slide glide down while I attack him. I was doing that because I would like to use a charge from a Ranthier if I could to reduce its AC down to 10 plus its dexterity modifier using Spectral Phase.
Could, which is saying, but that effectively means he doesn't add his armor bonus, which he's not wearing any armor, and you know his armor is 14. So at best, I mean, I can tell you right now that would make his AC 14, and it's already 14.
Cool, but I want to do it anyway. Because I
Okay.
asked her right there to do something, and I was like, sure, I know one trick, and it's literally will do nothing, but it'll still be fun to do.
Very well.
Yeah! And I recklessly attack it. Let's go! 28!
Okay.
And we'll add my Divine Fury. So I dealt 10, 11, 12, 13. He's undead. So
He
it's
is.
16 plus 3 is 19, plus my radiant damage is 7, for a total of 26.
Okay.
And that was,
Anything else?
as I'm still kind of stabbing him in the same place. So I'll
Yeah.
stay in the same
You
spot.
kind of stab him, and he's just like, "Oh, ow, ow,
Cool.
you! It's number 2."
Number 1. I attack him again. That's way worse. Still hits though.
Yes.
For a total of 17, 20 points of damage. And bonus action, Golden Forge Battle Axe will attack it as well. Whee! I'm just having all kinds of fun over here. 15 to hit for 9, 10, 11, 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay. That one he goes, "Oh, well, that wasn't as bad as the last one."
And I will stay here. Woo.
Okay. Yeah. Look at my. Where did the other ones go? See, number 1, number 4, number 3. I don't know. You're all zeros.
He's being very rude right now.
Let us see. What can I do here? As he's kind of looking around.
Is he taking his turn?
He is.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Yes, that is correct. That is 1 minus 1 is 0.
Love that. 32 points of radiant damage.
Yikes. Okay. All right. So, is that happening? He's looking around. I think, yeah. He's like looking back, and like Callan's got a spear lodged in his side. He's like, "Oh, that's it. You're dying." And he points at you and speaks that ancient Fey word of power. I will need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
On the one person who has a good one.
Well, yeah, that's two.
It's a 16 total.
16 will be a fail.
What's the do, boss? What's the do?
And you are going to take 51 points of necrotic damage.
Halt.
As your worst fears of this creature turning around, the spectral forms, Atia and Callan, suddenly becoming corporeal, as if they are there in this room. This creature's eyes glow brightly, fangs on his hands as he reaches in and starts ripping apart your significant others before your eyes. You are frightened, but you are also, just to double check, you don't have anything that makes you immune to the frightened condition, correct?
No.
Okay. While frightened in this way, you are also paralyzed in fear. As the rest of you watch as Yandre's composure just completely falls. He is screaming bloody murder in front of him, as if seeing something completely overcome with fear, and seems to be mind fuddled in some way. And he goes, "Oh, that's how that's supposed to work. Let's see. Where's number 1? And then he will fold into some shadows. Ooh, right enough. And just go, not you. You just go poof. And kind of look down at you. Ah, number one. There you are. You may need to click back in the
I'm
the
working
thing
on
now.
it.
Yeah, just,
Ah,
there you are.
was that teleportation
Yeah.
or walking?
It was teleportation. It was a shadow step.
Coward.
Yep. All right. But that was a movement and an action, so he doesn't have anything. Yandere, you're up. But you are frightened and paralyzed.
Okay. How long am I paralyzed for, or is there a check for it?
Let me double check here. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it is the end of his next turn. To the end of his next turn.
Okay. Well, I can't do anything.
Yeah, which basically means at the start of your next turn you'll be good. Yep. Yandere is paralyzed in fear. Kelmac, you're up, and then that will mean Volred, you're on deck. I think you're muted. But also, right quick, I just need
Hold
to
on.
double check right quick.
There. One there. Okay. I'm going to get rid of Yandere. I'm not sure if it'd work. The aura makes my allies immune to fear.
And is that as soon as he enters in, or whatever?
I can read it off for you.
Anyone in his aura is immune to fear. So right now it would eliminate the fear. Currently, Yandere is not.
While you are conscious, you and friendly creatures within 10 foot can't be frightened.
They're immune.
Can't be.
The frightened condition is still considered you are frightened. So right now they cannot be the frightened condition.
Well, yes, it's a condition. So I guess hold on. I guess I would have to figure out whether or not that wording means that it cancels existing or you can't just add on. But we'll just go with even cancels existing. We'll have to figure that out later. But I think that's the way it's probably interpreted. But yes, as this is happening, Yandere, you kind of see as out of the corner of your eye, there's like this light that suddenly comes up next to you. I know, it's weird. It's the way this works. As that happens, the shadows recede, and Tia and Callan return to their sort of spectral forms, and you snap out of it, and you look around, and you're like, what? And, Dark Shroud's on the other side of the room.
I'll grab Yandere by the shoulder, seeing how he's panicking a little. I'm gonna shake him a bit and tell him, we need you to help us get through this. Your friends are still here, we're still here. Let's get it done. And then I will 5, 10.
And Yandere, it's like the weirdest thing too, because you just got like this
30.
aura nimbus of light speaking these words. And as the shadows recede, so does the light. And it's fucking Kelman standing right there talking to you.
At one time I thought I was going to be touched by an angel, not a pussy.
Hey!
Oh, man, that is a mean thing to say.
What? That's what he is. He's not like a scaredy cat or anything, but that's technically his terminology, is it not?
I can never be a scaredy cat anymore.
I guess what I'm trying to say, Kelmek, is thank you.
You're welcome. Now let's get back into it. And I'll run over back to the dude.
All right. Yeah.
I get to attack.
Yes, I was just going to let you know as a point of order, you were within his aura at the start of your turn, but we'll resolve that at the end.
Okay. First attack. You're gonna add the D6 Bardic Inspiration.
Don't roll a 1.
Actually, even if he rolls a 1, he'll get another +1 because of flanking.
Hey! I rolled a 6 though, so that hits.
That's way better.
Damage. Oh, that's really good damage.
Yeah, it is.
Do I want a smite? I don't know. I'll do a level 1 smite for 3d8. That's okay. 37.
All right.
Second attack.
Well, right quick. Roll that. But he's like, "Hello, little one," and you strike him in the back. Oh, ah! And as he turns around, you see part of his face starting to melt. It's like, "You little bitch!" As his form just dissipates.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Victory!
Caleb!
Yes!
Okay.
Oh, he's
just
alive.
making sure you're still here. I can't and just like look in the direction I think it's coming from, because ice, I'm sure, is a very good acoustic chamber.
Hi!
Okay.
Hello?
And as I'm waving, you see Bigby's hand waving.
I don't know how I feel about that. That's a little strange. Volred, are you good? So thumbs up, I can't. Yeah?
So,
I'm
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
do I feel like he teleported away? Or
It's hard to tell. All right, go ahead and give me a phase sense right quick.
Okay. $14.
Yeah, with that, you felt, you felt that concentrated presence. It was almost as if kind of like you punched into an object like a hot air balloon and it just kind of deflated, and that energy has largely disappeared. But you can actually still feel it kind of ambiently in the space, but it doesn't feel like a cohesive entity. Until you start to feel it, until you start to feel it kind of coalesce again over near Caleb.
Oh. As I start to talk and explain, I'll then be like, oh, look over there.
Huh?
look out for that.
Beans.
I'll actually just move that over. Because Caleb, as you kind of look, standing like near, like right in front of the throne of that frost giant Jarl, you see the shadows kind of coalesce into a much smaller version, like a medium-sized entity of this. You would almost he almost to you would look like a black-skinned tiefling with black eyes, black horns, black hair, black everything, as if someone had just dipped him in a coat of paint, and he's just coming out going, "Oh, you, ow, man." And from number 4, too. Oh, that really hurts. Oh, all right. That's it. He dies first next time. Oh, you bastards. Oh, that's gonna take me at least a couple days to get back that energy. And you see him
deserve
kind
it.
of stretching. He goes, well, I suppose it's a good thing I am immortal. And he's kind of looking around over towards kind of go, oh, you got... And he's like looking around going, oh, fuck, I'm small. All right. Well.
So we're still
Congratulations,
fighting?
I suppose. Well, you can swing at me if you want, but at this point in time, I don't have a corporeal form, so...
Can I pick up a piece of ice and throw it over at him?
Yeah, you just kind of pick a piece and chunk, and it goes right through him as if he's made of smoke. You can't harm me.
Who the
Nice.
fuck are you?
I can't harm you either, so that really fucking bites.
Hey, yo, what's up?
He was like looking over to Yandere. You and your death, I know it. I would have eaten you, and you would have tasted so good.
Yeah, Andre?
I remember Yandere having a conversation with Ranthir. Isn't there something you could do about incorporeal people?
I could certainly have a conversation. I would like to
I'm not a spirit. In this sense, I suppose you could say I'm more of an illusion more than anything else.
I would like to test this opportunity. Ranthir, do you believe him?
Ranthir's like, I don't know. I can't sense a life form, but he could be.
He could just be dead on the inside.
Well, we're all kind of dead on the inside, huh?
Ah! I charge towards him. Yeah.
Before you do that, as Yandere is talking to you, or Sal is talking to you, Reggie just kind of floats behind you, places his hand on your shoulder.
You start kind of swinging, and as you do, he's just kind of looking as the sword comes through and trails of smoke come up. I told you, I am the personification of the darkness in this place. So,
Like a programmed illusion.
I suppose you could say it that way. It's just,
Back from
I collect some of the darkness and negative energy here, and I use it to form a corporeal body. You know, it gets, well, my mother didn't exactly give me a physical form. I'm more of an idea.
He's talking about his family. I waddle on back to the rest of the party. Someone else do this.
I'm gonna go to the giant.
I'm gonna give a high five.
If
to
you do that,
Kamak.
he like tries to jump in front of you and go, "No, you can't do it!" As you walk through. Oh, human stays like.
If you like the way humans taste, I'm gonna have Bigby's hand just smush him.
And he comes back together. You get the sense like this guy's kind of reminding you of like Maylor in a sense. Doesn't like actually exist, but has got a physical form.
He's
Only
a little bitch.
whereas Maylor sheds light, this guy doesn't. Kind of look around and goes, "No, no, don't." And you're
You
walking
lost
up.
fair and square. Come on now, be a sport.
I could have won.
Oh, you couldn't
did.
have.
You did.
Well, if there was one or two less of you, then I would have definitely won.
I feel
It,
fine.
it could have happened.
If there was 2 more of you, you possibly could have had a chance.
Well, come back here in a couple centuries, and I'll have enough energy to do that.
It's very possible. But your mother crippled you, so you can't really do much. And I'm gonna
My
keep
mother
going to the
is a
giant.
saint.
Well, not
Well,
really.
your mother gave you no form.
Saint of what?
It's a figure of speech.
So not a
She
saint.
kind of looks over to you. What manner of dwarf? Aren't you supposed to be picking flowers and drinking beer or whatever it is you Frostfire dwarves do?
I don't know what that is,
Thinking
but
flowers.
that sounds racist. Kelmac, great job. I slap your butt.
Well, thank
Anyway,
you.
but
Yeah.
so as you look, yes, in this kind of really massive throne, there is the skeletal corpse of the frost giant Jarl. And from here, those of you with dark vision can see part of the outline of the crown. It's hard to make out exact details, but it looks like it might have been made of ice or something and stand up and be like really kind of spiky with some other gemstones or something. It's hard to know until you get up there and bring it down.
I'm not going to climb. That's what Bigby's hand's for.
Okay. Roll me a strength check for Bigby's hand.
Yeah.
He's so strong.
That's a 26 strength. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, seeing as how it's not comprised of bones or muscle or tendons.
Maylor, high five. Oh.
He like goes to do
No,
it. It's
that's
like, he's right. You are literally the worst.
What?
23. 15 plus 8.
Okay, he reaches up there, pulls out the crown, and yeah, the whole time Dust Shroud is over here going, "Don't drop it, don't drop it. It'll shatter if it falls. Don't drop it." 23, 12, 72. And Bigby's hand just kind of floats down and sets it on the gun. Ah, well, shit. I was never any good at those games. And you see this really large crown that, yeah, it kind of sits down. It looks as though it may have been rough hewn from a solid piece of ice or something, but seems really large and heavy.
How heavy would you say it is?
Well, it was made for a frost giant king, so if you had to guess, 1,000 pounds, maybe 2. Yeah, the diameter is about the size of like one of those small inflatable swimming pools, and all in all, it's like 4 feet height.
Oh, high five, Volred. I put my hand up. Woo.
High five.
Yeah.
Anything else on this giant that is salvageable?
No, he looks as though he had kind of like a staff at one point, but the wood has kind of rotted, and the top has kind of fallen off to the side and is corroded, so not really worth anything.
Then I'm gonna go up to Yandere. We're supposed to take that out of here, correct?
Yeah.
That's very heavy.
And Dust Crowder goes, "Oh, you only came here for the crown. Oh, I should have said that. I would have let you take it."
Wait. We were told there was something else that might be here. And then Yandere will start looking around to try to find, because
I know what you're talking about.
oh, good.
Doesn't exist.
All right.
I will
The
assist
crown is your
Yandere
spoils. Take it and go.
with
I would
the
like to help.
investigation.
I'm gonna throw another piece of ice at the tiefling ghost.
He just kind of looks over. You're very
Aw.
quickly becoming number 1.
He's all, I don't know if we can carry this out of here. I mean, I could.
Isn't this thing like magic? Don't these things adjust to people?
Caleb, you look over there and I'll look over here. I'm actually going to help you with an investigation.
I mean, do you want to try to hop in, see if maybe it
Like
like
a hula
shrinks so it
hoop?
can get on your head? No, yeah,
I
like
look for portals.
it would be on you, but like
Hold on, I gotta give a high five to Yandere. Yandere! Good fight.
24 for my investigation.
You look
yeah.
kind of pale, Yandere. Take a break.
So as you're investigating this crown, It is large. It is heavy. And seems to have been carved from a solid block of ice, or perhaps several pieces that have been put together. Um, there is no ornamentation on it, not really any gemstone or anything like that. And as you kind of like run your fingers over it, you kind of can feel the ice start to melt a little bit from the warmth of your hand. Um, yeah, I mean, it just looks like someone put a whole bunch of icicles and made it into a crown.
Actually, going to investigate, see if we find the other thing that we're.
Yeah, that's what Jan.
Okay, okay. Well, okay, that's what's immediately obvious. As you look around, the interior of this walls, you don't really find anything in like detail wise, except for there are some kind of friezes, like sculptures and stuff on the wall that depict the founding of the giant workshop. That's some craftsmanship, and you can see like some artifacts that have kind of popped up along the way, like heralding some of their more common builders. You see one near the latest where you can see what looks like Queen Mab. That portrait is kind of like near the center, and then you see more of them as they kind of wrap around. That kind of shows them building Ice Crown and some of the surrounding stuff, and then it just kind of ends at that point with what looks like, and like the farthest right end where the end of it would be is still just stone. So it looks like these giants were completely wiped out before they were able to actually complete their sculptures.
I would like to look at the ghost and try and not ghost, but the being. Try and read where I should look that he doesn't want us to look at.
Okay. So you're looking for avoidance cues.
Yes.
Okay.
Roll me insight.
I can help you with that.
Can I help you?
I mean, you're the one that asked the question. That's up to the DM.
I mean, that's up to you. If you guys want to like retcon and say, no, maybe you could try and get some information out of him.
Yeah, well, as Caleb comes back up, I'm actively talking to the child of Mab. It's like, so you were really trying to just get us out of here with just the crown. What else is in this little joint of yours? And then he'll try to pick up on avoidance cues from there.
Oh, well, nothing, really. Just a place where frost giants used to come and do their thing. But they're long gone. And, well, I suppose there are some things deeper in the dungeon that you might be able to perhaps take a look at. That might be interesting to you, but it doesn't really matter, as the chances of you leaving here successfully, if you go down there, is pretty slim. But seeing as how you've made it all the way to this chamber, you should be able to leave with these spoils unmolested.
Molested?
Yes.
Is that just like normal for you to say? Like you just say molested all the time? Is that like the same context as how it is now?
I'm not entirely sure what you mean.
Well, will you tell me what you mean by molested, and I'll bring it all together.
Oh, well, it's well, generally it's usually some sort of physical contact between individuals, wherein one person attempts to exert force over another in a physical manner. Could
Okay,
be.
it means the same thing. I was just curious. I was trying to figure. That's just a strange word to choose to. You know what? It's fine.
Well, it could also be used to disturb, to annoy, to interfere with malevolently. It's meant to imply uh, a sort of malevolent or evil interference.
Ah, great. So the further down into the dungeon, how deep does the dungeon go?
Mm, you're quite a cunning one. Well, see, the Giants were excellent builders, so it goes down probably about 40 levels or so. But, I mean, this is only the first level, so there's quite a lot to get all the way down. And it's not as if they stored treasure or anything.
Well, you said there would be something useful down there. About what level would the thing be useful at?
Oh, things tend to get, more useful. Obviously, the most useful things would be stored down on the 40th level. So you'd have to go all the way down to the bottom. And every level is more dangerous than the last, and so many things over there that would want to kill you.
Yeah, but it's kind of strange. Like usually when they put like big, strong people to protect some place, they put it down in the further places. So like you're the first level. Like were you the prime choice to put up here, or was there people?
Well, so my main purpose here is, I suppose you could say, to watch over. I'm not the most powerful thing necessarily here, but it's partially, I'm more like a warden, I think is the easiest way to say it. I'm supposed to make sure that things don't leave and things don't come in.
All right, so we're gonna go down to the next level, huh?
But you already have the
Okay.
crown.
Yeah, but there's some other things that are useful here. You said so yourself.
Well, I mean, I said useful, but I don't even really know what you find useful. Could potentially be useful, but most of the stuff that's in here has been destroyed and hasn't really been maintained for a long time.
Yeah, man, I love that for you. So where's the entrance to the next steps, the next place? Since you're being so nice and giving us so much information.
Oh, I usually stay here by the entrance, so I couldn't really say.
Okay, great. Caleb,
Yes, sir.
let's take a look around. I guess we're going to the next level. Everybody gather up real quick.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Does my max health go back?
It does not.
I think that's a long rest sort of thing.
Great idea.
Yep, let's do it. All right. So let's see who looks the roughest besides me.
I have 42.
Pretty sure it's you. All right.
Did Andre get anything from his insight from the individual?
Was it
17? It's actually kind of odd, Yandere. This guy's personality is very shifty. You get the sense that you can sense a certain level of malevolence, and you do get the sense that he is deliberately being cagey to obfuscate information. But you did go well enough to know that he definitely does not see you guys as a threat. And you do pick up that he definitely does want you to go deeper into the workshop. It's like a thinly veiled reverse psychology type thing. But
Yeah. In the information that you gave Caleb, I'm assuming he shared that information with us. The statues of the frost giants building, what was it called? Ice Crown. Is there any hints into like what like places of interest may be in the statues? Because I'm trying to figure out where the additional information or useful information would come from.
Yeah, actually, you guys, one panel of the frieze is would be it kind of stands out a little bit, I guess you would say. Near the start of the build montage, you see this kind of stylized carving of what looks like two shelves of rock, glaciers, with a doorway between them, and like trees and a lake in front of the doorway. That is kind of somewhat reminiscent of how Thranduil told you there between the two glaciers there is kind of a path that runs between the two glaciers and that no one ever goes there. Uh, the iconography seems to be that is some kind of entrance between the two glaciers just beyond the lake.
And that is on the lake that we were at.
Yes, because Thranduil had pointed out, said, "Hey, look, you see where these two comes? There's a passageway. Do not go between the two glaciers. But on this right-hand side, that's the start of the workshop." So it would lead you to believe that if this frieze is anything to go by, there is something down that pathway that seems to be connected to the building of Ice Crown. Whether it's a secret entrance or something you don't know.
Would that mean we're on the other side of where we're not supposed to be already?
Well, you guys were also told not to enter here, but if you left here and continued going north, into that little fjord between the two glaciers, that is a more not good place to go. But you were told that a lot of beasts inhabited that area, which is why no one goes there. You assume perhaps guardians of some doorway?
So Sal will just kind of look at that statue or whatever panel and just go, I think we actually got what we need here.
Sure.
Yeah. How are we going to get this crown out of here?
I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, if it was
I
magical, we could make it like shrink to our size by attuning to it, but it's made of ice.
So it's going to be cold. I would assume it's magical because that's what the king was wearing, and that, Prince Frost.
And that's made of ice.
Yeah.
Everything's made of ice. It's an igloo.
I want to quick identify it.
Okay. So you cast Identify. You guys watch as the arcane energy flares up in Calum. And son of a bitch, Calum, this thing is specifically mundane. It is literally just a whole bunch of pieces of ice put together.
Is it actually the crown?
It is crown-shaped. It is not magic. There has never been any magic on it. It was, as far as you can tell, seems to be put together mostly for ceremonial purposes.
This has no magical properties whatsoever. Never has. Seems ceremonious.
Caleb, do you have keen mind?
No.
Okay. So in those books that we read, specifically for like King Jarl and all that stuff, does this crown look reminiscent of what King Jarl was actually wearing?
It does. But remember the individual at the Crystal Spire, because you did specifically ask this question, stated that no one really knows whether the Frost Giant King's power came from the crown or him. It was believed it came from the crown because his skill at intimidation and command was so much better than others.
We could
There
break
was
off a
nothing
piece
else.
of it.
There was nothing else to be salvaged by the giant, correct?
No, this chamber was kept very bare. It seemed to be simply a place to bring individuals to show and make the king look imposing. And it certainly does that. But that, as far as you can tell, and Izal would kind of know because, she's been in giant fortresses before. This place looks like it is built to impress, not for real functional purpose.
It's the best foot forward kind of thing.
Yeah.
So do we assume this is not actually King Jarl? This is just some kind of...
It could be just a ceremonial headpiece.
Is there any way I can sense to see if this has historical
Touch
deals with Fae? I reach out and touch
I'm
You
not
reach
dragging
out
this
and
out of
touch
here.
it. It's cold, and you can start to feel it melt a little bit
Lick it.
from the warmth on your hand.
it. I lick it.
Your tongue sticks just a little bit, but before long, the heat starts melting. You go,
Well, that did nothing.
I think we went on a frozen goose chase.
I'm gonna go check out just a little further down the hall. If I see something, I'll yell.
Sure.
Shit. I go get my javelin knife through. Fuck.
Yeah, I'll start going down. Does it curve like that? I'm gonna go this way.
to go north.
Yeah.
Okay. You find a chamber very similar to the one you guys came in at. So it looks
another
like
dead giant on throne.
Another ghost.
no. Yeah, from that entry chamber. So it looks like you have this kind of throne room, and there's just a pathway, like a long hallway that separates it. And then on the outside of that, just appears to be very large rooms set up with forges and workshops and just general crafting spaces meant for giants. There are
No more
numerous frost giant like bodies around, but nothing seems to attack you. And you also will note, just kind of taking a quick look around, you don't see steps to any other levels. As far as you can tell, this is a one floor kind of thing. Not a full-on dungeon, but rather a building.
I'll grab something. If something's nearby that's not next to a body or anywhere near a body, I'm gonna grab it and chuck it at one of the bodies, see if they move. And if they don't move, then I'm just gonna be like, sorry.
Yep, they don't move.
Don't venerate the
Sorry.
dead. They're giants. Who cares?
Sorry.
So we're agreeing that this ice crown's nothing special, right?
What I'm gathering is correct.
I'm gonna break a chunk of it off and put it in my bag.
A bag of clothing.
Yeah. Say with the crown, the whole thing will fit. So I figured. So I get a chisel and hammer closer to it, waiting for someone to say okay.
If it's not magical and we can't transport it, at least we have some kind of proof, right?
break the
I'm
ice.
gonna
Do it.
I'm gonna spend a bit until everyone else comes to find me, and just fiddle like with the any tools hanging on the walls. Maybe like secret door. I don't know. Giants. They're really weird sometimes.
Put a chunk of ice in the bag of Colton.
Okay.
And I put another chunk of ice in there too. That's for me.
Okay.
Make popsicles later.
While we're doing this, can we quantify if we're planning on taking a short rest or just doing whatever we're doing? Because I would like to heal a little bit.
What's your name?
You're saying to the shadow?
Nah, the ice crown. Yeah, the shadow.
It's good. Are you kidding me? I have told you before. It's translated to the common tongue, it means dusk shroud.
Like, that's a... Who gave you that name? Because that's not a name someone gives their child. Like, this
No,
looks like an emo.
as I said, my name is actually, and he, speaks in Sylvan, so you don't really understand any.
No
But
idea what that is.
directly translated, it means dusk shroud. Did you seriously forget my name?
No, I got it. I just thought that was like a nickname.
It is
You know what?
weird.
That's it. You know what? You should be so lucky that you weren't able to actually defeat him. Because if you had, then my mother would be well aware of your tampering here.
We tampered with a frozen circle?
Well,
What are you doing here? You're protecting literally nothing.
well,
I'm doing
as I
this. If
said,
we're taking
I'm-
a short rest, I'm just kind of bickering at this person while we're doing this.
Yes, he's just kind of sitting here. It's like, oh, well, as I told you, I'm here as a bit of a jailer. A spy, I suppose you could say.
There's nothing here. What'd you do to get this shit job?
Well, you're right. There's nothing here, and I told you that. Nothing here that you might find useful. And as for what I'm doing here, this is just, it's, where I live. I live where Mother told me to go. And as far as, well, beyond that, sorry. Yes.
How long have you been living here? Because it sounds like you can't afford your own place.
Well, I mean, I am a child of man, a being of air and darkness. I can go anywhere with
He lives with his mom.
He
His
lives with his
mama's
mom.
boy.
Tells him, like, that's worse. Like, your mother doesn't want you to live with them, but doesn't want you to have your own life.
Yo, that kind of sounds familiar though.
From the other room. So does she pay his rent?
He has no rent. He's
There's
literally
rent
stuck being a
control
dorm.
is 0.
What a
You're
loser.
living in an abandoned apartment.
You can't have any
The
friends, but
shit
come
out of
on
this
now.
guy.
as it goes on in all of that, and so and you kind of looks over to Izal, and you, what is your name?
I'm Izal. Hi.
Someone posted something. Oh,
Hit die.
oh, well, Izal, you and he points at Volred, number 1.
But he just goes by number 1. He's real stuck up about his positioning.
I don't have a name.
I see. Well, number 1, and I guess you, Izol, and number 3, he looks at Caleb, and number 3's glowing compatriot.
So I'm at 3.5.
Sure, 3.5. And, well, as I said, I could go wherever I want, and I choose to remain here.
If
But
you
you're
truly go wherever you want, you would have already warned your mother.
And you're like not really here though.
No, as I said, I am an elemental being.
That's bound to an abandoned ice sculpture.
Well, it's a workshop, but as I said, I could go wherever I want.
It's an abandoned workshop. No one works here. It's a building.
That is true.
Wait, where's the actual workshop though? Because like all we've seen so far is just this throne room. Where's the actual place where you're supposed to work on stuff?
The other rooms are on the other side of the hallway.
A lot of dead people though.
Well, yes, it's because Mother killed them all.
So you just have all this prime real estate, nothing going on, and your job is to just hang out?
Yes, more or less. And, to let Mother know if anything happens that she wouldn't approve of.
Has your mom gotten you anything as a present lately?
Well, no, but then again, I'm a being formed of shadow. I don't breathe or eat or sleep or anything like that, really. So I think you could say my expenses and needs are pretty much non-existent.
As this is happening, now that Andre had a moment, he's going to like go over by the throne where the crown was. Go over by the throne where the crown was and just kind of like look around and see if there's anything of importance there.
Okay. I mean, you don't really see anything. As I said, this room is really sparse. So other than the remains of this frost giant Jarl, that has pretty much, like the cold here is just kind of left in a mummified husk.
It's safe to assume that we're taking a short rest.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Song of Rest. I would be playing music during the rest period, and you guys get a D6 added to it.
So, Izal, what exactly you came all this way just for this crown?
Yep.
You know it's not actually worth it.
Well, I know that now.
Well,
I took a chunk of it off of it.
so you just decided to come all the way out here on the chance that you would get something for this crown?
Yeah, that's literally like all I do. Not for crown specifically, but it's pretty much just for stuff, things.
Well, whoever sent you out on this wild goose chase, you should probably punch him.
Okay.
Them.
I go over to Yandere and I punch Yandere softly in the shoulder.
Hey!
How dare you?
What?
Urgh.
Oh, because technically I'm the reason why y'all are out there.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess that makes sense.
I mean, I was down for whatever, so it's fine with me.
I see. So you're the one who wanted the crown then?
I felt it was good for like trading and stuff.
It would look really cool on his head.
And also, I can say I beat a guardian. That's kind of cool. You can put that on your resume.
Well, technically you didn't beat me. I'm still around.
Or the doorman, like he said. No, I mean, I guess it really isn't that impressive because he didn't end up doing nothing, right?
Yes, I suppose. And but still, you said that there were other things that you would want to?
Yeah, possibly. I assumed there's some kind of workshop they would be working on stuff, but you said it was pretty bare here. And you even said there was a dungeon, but he said that there's not really anything else over here. No stairwells, no nothing.
Yes, sorry, must have slipped my mind.
No.
As I said, it stays here. I stay here most of the time, so
I don't think it did. Because I feel like earlier when we were talking, you really wanted me to go down some kind of dungeon, some other levels, but I'm not seeing any way to get down there.
Yes, I could see how that would feel a little misleading.
It's a lot of misleading, but we are in the court of winter. We all lie anyway.
Yes, and I am a creature of darkness. It's kind of a thing. I was literally draining the life out of you all earlier.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Most of us. You didn't do nothing to me.
Really didn't. That's actually really impressive because usually you're the first person to take the damage.
I feel pretty good.
I feel good now.
Well,
is this like the first fight you've been in a while, or are you rusty?
Yes.
You just kind of.
Normally, I have to just keep the little frost giants in line. The corpses anyway, and sometimes I use them as little marionettes. It's takes some time.
So you're not used to fighting like at all.
Well, I would say that's not really why I was made. And I certainly didn't expect for you to have a shiny lion person.
Huh?
He comes in hand. Calmac, we're complimenting you. Get over here.
It doesn't happen very often, so he should be around to hear it.
Oh, well.
Where are you?
Shadow Heart person over here said that
Dusk Shroud.
Sorry.
Dusk Shroud.
Dusk.
Yeah, Dusty Road over here was saying that you were a bane in their existence, pretty much.
You are not a very nice person.
Can we say DS for short? Like a nickname? Because I
DSL?
No, that's a different thing.
Well, DS lost, so we could just say DSL.
That's right. If you could be DSW and sell shoes.
Ah.
But you lost.
I understand. Really, none of that.
It's a mortal thing.
Prime
mortals.
Yeah.
Indeed. But number 3, you had that shiny hand thing.
Who's number 3? You?
Yeah.
Malor's waving again.
Now, I must say, that was the first time I've ever seen that particular magic. First time I've ever been hit by something that hard. Is that spell particularly difficult to learn?
It is for some.
I suppose you must be very skilled, even if it seems many of your fellow party members were able to, well, dish it out a little more than you did.
Quite skilled, but my party members are more skilled in other areas, and I am more skilled in different areas. We round each other.
I did notice, number 1, he's very good with the bow.
Nope.
DM, as we're sitting here, do I get a feel like this entity would be willing to trade in like information, or is this just them trying to weasel them way and to get information out of us without any other deal?
It's hard to say. He definitely, well, with your insight, you definitely get the sense that he's certainly trying to keep you guys talking for some reason, to draw this interaction out as long as possible. But you're not really sure if he's willing to trade, but whatever his goal may be, perhaps if he finds a way to get what he wants without giving away anything he doesn't want you to have, he may well be willing to trade.
Are y'all done talking to the Vector or whatever?
Oh yeah, this one DSL?
Yeah.
Dust Shroud. And yes, Mr. shiny lion man. I mean,
Well, see, Yandere gets up real fast and starts like shaking and stretching real quick. Well, we don't have anything else to find here, so I guess we should go.
oh,
Yeah,
but this is the first time I've had visitors in a long time.
And
I'd
it'll
say
probably
we wait around, but
yeah, we're not. All right, up, let's go. Wiggle the toes, let's
yeah,
go.
there wasn't much in the other room. Goes nowhere. It's the workshop, so I don't know if there's others.
Nah, we're good. Let's go.
Right. Well, don't worry. Next time you come back, number one, I'll make sure to kill you first.
Is you gonna focus on number one? Oh, that's a big mistake.
That sounds real stupid, actually. But you know what? Let's keep going.
Damn,
I could focus on number 3 instead.
Hey,
Goodbye.
so it looks like he's trying to keep us here. So let's keep moving. That way he doesn't get what he wants.
Just walk away. What's your
Goodbye.
sending
I'm okay
stone
with that.
number? Mine's 3.
What?
Bye.
Bye. I guess.
Are you stuck here?
Come
or
back
just walking
anytime.
away? You're like, how far can you yell?
Pretty far. Don't worry, I can come find you when the sun comes down.
Ooh.
Love that. That's probably what he was waiting on. He's probably waiting to get his powers back so that way he can leave the place when the sun goes down.
What if we kill him then?
I mean, if he comes after us, we have no choice but to kill him then, huh?
Sweet.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of felt that.
Bad? I mean, he lives in his parents' apartment that he can't pay for.
I mean, but he didn't choose it.
Yeah, he was kind of created to do it though. But like, I mean, like that's still, I don't have any empathy for him though.
He seems smart enough, so I don't know. There's like, he was created to guard something for Queen Mab, so it's, probably not good. But then like,
I was created to not be a problem. Doesn't see me stopping doing that.
So we're saying all of this while we're walking out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I figured. But as that happens, Dusk Shroud is following you, being really nice. Well, of course, if you're sure you can't stay any longer, I do appreciate the time you spent nonetheless. And it'll all be fine. And, well, when you come back, perhaps maybe I'll have some of my underlings create some tea for you.
Have fun, Dustin. It was nice talking to you.
I take out my alchemy jug and I pull the cork out.
Oh,
and I press a
number
button.
4.
I start pouring
That is
oil
the-
on the way out.
Yes,
should
and,
leave.
Dust Shroud is sitting here like watching. He goes, oh, interesting. But I look forward to seeing you all again. And he kind of stops at the edge where like the light coming in from the entry point is kind of starts becoming bright. He kind of stops there to kind of stay in the dim area.
Hey,
Don't worry. I suppose we'll see each other very soon.
No, man, you're like the guardian of this place, so like you should be able to walk wherever you want, always, right?
Yes. I completely
Why don't you-
agree with you, Kelmac.
Just step in the light.
Kelmac.
Yeah.
go.
Shush. Caleb. Can you hit that oil with some firebolt?
Woo, yes.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm just going to do clay bonfire.
Neat. He ignites the
It-
trail
does
of
that happen
oil I
just-
was pouring out. I was like, alright.
Kind of lights. He kind of steps off to the side a little bit and goes, "This is rude. I'll keep that in mind."
Alright, bye.
Please do.
Are we not gonna?
Nope. We're gonna keep going. As a matter of fact, as soon as we hit the outside, like outside the door, or wherever we're like the entrance, I'm gonna cast Ending.
Yes, and just letting you know, Yandere, as you kind of leave and you're kind of glancing back, keeping an eye, you do see Dusk Shroud has a smile on his face. It gives you an unsettling feeling that whatever it is he wanted, He may or may not have got it.
That's what I'm doing. I'm casting sending at the door. Well, as soon as we get there. As soon as we leave the perimeter.
Oh, okay. I was like, why would you target a door with sending? Okay, yes.
Y'all remember the rule about names and this plane, right?
Yeah, but nobody gave him a real name.
How does he know my name?
Good question. Sending. I'm gonna send to Prince Frost.
Mhm.
It was just we found the entrance to the workshop and found the crown, but it wasn't magical, bringing a piece back to you.
And there's a brief moment. What? Who is this? Oh, crown. What crown? Oh, just toss it.
You know, I'm beginning to really hate these people out here. I told him about the crown, and he said, "What crown?" Oh, just toss it.
Oh shit.
The problem with beings that live nigh forever, they don't generally have a care in the world.
Or he just sent us out here for no reason. Sorry, Bo.
Entertainment.
I like his style.
Well, I'm gonna keep it just in case.
We just got a glimpse, I guess, of what Bull Red might be like if he were Fey and more talkative.
1,000 years. Let's
Well,
find out.
and much less effective in combat.
So do we just go back and take the stuff to him? Because I feel like that was just... I'm feeling a little used right now.
Okay. Don't really know. Where are we trying? We're trying to do this for a favor from him?
Correct. He also said there would be something else that would be useful in there. And I kind of feel like DSL and Ned got what they wanted and we didn't get anything out of it.
So why don't we go back in?
We didn't find anything. That's the problem. Wait,
There were more rooms, right?
we didn't see any. Did you see any?
You saw
If we
some
look-
small, like, workshop type rooms.
Were there any other hallways in the entry?
Nope. So it looks. So from your perspective, it came in and then looped kind of like an L. On the inside of the L was the throne room, and on the outside of the L was a bunch of small workshops. But there wasn't really anything in the workshops that you saw of value.
I think we're done then. Unless we want to go down the real dangerous part.
Oh, further down the middle?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're going to have to come back for it anyway, right?
We didn't really gain anything out of this other than not quite completing Frost Guy's plan? I don't know.
Yeah, but he didn't even seem interested in it.
Yeah.
What else do y'all think?
We didn't gain anything out of it.
We got that. What else?
I do want to talk to him, see what's going on.
To whom?
Frost.
Okay, so that's...
But I don't know if we should do that now or if we should go ahead.
I mean, if we're gonna have to come back anyway, you just want to go and scout it out and see what we see.
Worst case, we back out and have to come back again.
All right.
After the rest that we just had, I'm back to where I was.
Well, great.
I'm only
Yes.
good for about 4 more fights today.
I want my rest of my health back.
Great. So we're going forward into the little chasm place.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So instead of heading left to go south outside of wherever this entrance is, we're gonna go north.
Okay. And we'll go ahead and take a break now. It looks like a good time for that. And then we'll see what lies in the fjord when we return.
Break time.
Oops.
Transition. Whoops, I already did it.
Yep, you fail.
I'll do it again.
Yeah, but
Welcome
you
back,
left out
everyone.
members of our party.
Well,
Hi
when
guys,
DC's above
welcome back.
20, it's kind of hard.
Yeah. So, yes, we're still down a. Oh, we have a
There
yonder.
they are.
Oh my God, we have a Volred.
Ah!
They do exist.
They do exist. Ooh.
That's
Implacable timing. Hey guys, welcome back to the Black Tower Stories and Adventures in Athoria. We're here on chapter 116. So far, our group has battled a child of Mab calling himself Dust Shroud within the workshop of the Frost Giants. Managed to handle that. Had a very bizarre conversation with him. Got a little bit of rest and kind of departed without really looking too much further into that. They determined that the crown was non-magical, so pretty much useless. And yeah, they decided what better way to follow up that little endeavor than traveling into the fjord of infinite terror and death. That basically every NPC they've run into so far has told them to stay away from, which basically means it's got plot point written all over it.
Yeah, we get bitched out for not going to these things.
Well, yeah, you guys should call yourself the Knights who say nope.
We used to go by a different name, but
the
it was hard to
knights
say.
who say nay.
Knights who so recently said nope.
Okay. So, as you guys are making your way in through the fjord, let me get an idea of your marching orders. Or your order, not your marching order. So,
They told us we had to march. Those were our orders.
No, thank you. I'm not marching.
I will be first.
Will
I
you
will be
also be
second.
doing the survivals?
I will.
Okay.
You'll be getting help with survival.
Sure.
Okay. Who's number 3?
Me.
Caleb. And number 4.
Sure.
Okay. And that means he's all bringing up the rear. All right. So who's handling perception? Or some other skill that you guys wanted to use?
I could do perception from the rear.
Okay. All right. So, as you guys head north of the...
Rolling
Oh,
now.
you got to roll. Okay. What? Damn. You actually rolled that 20.
Yay, me.
Yandere did not, but
Rolled
got a 30
70.
in either case. Well, you know, this is his favorite terrain adjacent. Anyway, so yes, you guys head north of the Frost Giants workshop, heading in towards the fjord of unimaginable death that lies between those two glaciers. As you guys reach around to the northern end of the lake, you guys see that there is a bit of a narrow river, probably kind of moves between like 10 to 20 to 25 feet, kind of as you go, of made from frost melt that goes down through the glacier. And then the land kind of rises up kind of quickly on either side. I assume you guys will be not walking along the river, but kind of up on one of the elevated places. making your way kind of north by northeast along this river. All right. With Yandere and Izal's perception, you guys are able to kind of deftly move around, sometimes having to stop, go back, retrace your step, get to higher elevations. As you see occasionally some pockets of some large crystalline type lizards that seem to move in some kind of small packs throughout some areas of the fjord, though they tend to keep kind of to some of the lower elevations. But as you guys make it farther in, you guys seem to be able to sidestep a lot of potentially dangerous foes. And then the the sun is getting a little lower in the sky until you guys are forced to kind of pass along a section where the fjord kind of narrows quite considerably. And Izal, as you kind of glance farther ahead, you guys move through a small kind of copse of tree until you spot a familiar sight. You guys are sitting on a ledge that's about 10 foot above the kind of frozen river. Down along that river, along a section of embankment, you see a familiar, large, multi-headed lizard creature. A frost-scale hydra seems to be making its home along the bank. We'll say at this point, you're guessing somewhere between 80 and 100 feet away from you guys. You guys could continue along the kind of embankment that you guys are on, kind of jumping through the trees. But it might be hard to pass by this Hydra without taking any notice.
There's one of the Hydra thingies down there.
I do not want to fight one of those again.
Should I shoot it?
That would definitely be proven effective. Does this one look bigger or smaller or about the same size?
It's about the same size, and it also has 5 heads.
Well, we do kind of need a trophy to impress the giants if we find one. But if we attack this, it could draw unwanted attention or drive away attention.
So what am I hearing? You ladies looking for a round 2?
And you didn't get a fight the last one.
I did.
Well, Sal, you were there?
Well, I did.
I know, but I was like, I want you to be able to do it too.
Hey, thanks. Good looking out.
And there's 5 of us and now 3 of us? It's good.
I have no issue fighting it. My only thing is, if we are going to go past it, I don't really see a way to safely get past it without there being a good chance of getting bit from behind. I'd rather head him face on.
So you're saying you'd rather just take care of the problem now than to have to try to deal with it later?
Yes.
How far are we from it? Like, we're not in its immediate range right now, are we? 'Cause
No, at this point in time, you're guessing you're about 80 feet away, and like as you can kind of point out to the rest of the party, they can kind of see it too as its heads can kind of come up. You guys were walking through it like a clump of like fir trees, and as the trees kind of thinned out, you were along the right hand side, like the river side, and could see ahead these creatures. You guys are just kind of at the edge of this tree cover.
I think
That's
we
where
should
I had-
take it out.
So do we want to try to take it out from a distance first and then let it try to get close?
Oh yeah.
Now I will say and remind everybody, fire spells will draw additional attention. So depending on how you feel like dealing with all this, fire may not be the best bet.
I don't use fire.
I want to shoot it.
All right. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna go stand behind one of the trees and kind of conceal myself from immediate vision.
Yeah, I have you over behind one at this moment.
I pull out my heavy crossbow.
Oh wait, I can use sneak attack.
You do have some levels in Rogue.
I have a light crossbow.
I put away my heavy crossbow. I have a plan.
That could be good or bad.
So is it, what's dividing us from the Hydra? Is it land or is it water?
So you guys are on the same side of the river as the Hydra. So at this point in time, it's land, but there's also a 10-foot drop. So you guys are 10 feet higher in elevation. Not that that would matter much to the Hydra.
Right. So we have some cover. I will take out my potion of illusion duplication. And I drink it. Making copies of myself.
Okay.
And
Great. It's like my worst nightmare.
now make 4 more of me.
Is that the one you got from Ben?
Yeah.
Ben Kenobi.
Well, the brewer of enchanted nectars, you guys decided to call him Ben.
Well, Leandre calls him Ben, and we also call the other person DSL. So
Expected.
So my
You're
plan,
just as bad as dial-up.
I'll use my illusionary duplicates with me to hopefully draw some attention away from everyone else. That's like a front line of a bunch of us.
And then before we all get started, Yandre will cast Bless and at second level and bless everybody but himself.
Okay. That means you guys are preparing yourself at the moment. Alright. And then I guess what we can do is I can go ahead and figure this out.
Great. And then Volred and I can shoot this bitch.
Yay!
Volred obviously can go first, though.
Oh, is it my turn now?
Well, I was just saying you can go first whenever we finally do decide to attack shit.
Yeah. Volred will need to move into position. He's currently behind a tree.
Done.
Yep, you have an unobstructed line of sight.
Can I shoot now?
If that's what you want to do.
Well, I do. And because they're surprised, I could roll an advantage due to this assassination attempt.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I'll do my reroll just, you know. Does a 22 hit?
22.
22 will hit.
Okay, so total of 83 points.
You can
Okay.
reroll that one.
Piercer does let you do that.
Okay, hold on. What I was asking earlier about Piercer, I thought you said that because I get that maximum base of 52, that is part of it.
No, Piercer will let
Part
you
of the 52.
It'll let you reroll that piercing the weapon damage, which is just that D8 from your bow.
Yeah.
So you just get, because it's a 1, you get to re-roll it. So just roll a 1d8 real quick.
Well, yeah.
What's I will
Okay.
I will clarify.
Roll first, and then we can clarify.
Well, I got a 1.
All right. So it's the
Same
same.
damage.
So, Piercer, once per turn, when you hit with an attack that deals piercing damage, you can re-roll one of the attack's damage dice. It doesn't have to be a 1 or a 2. You can just re-roll it. And when you crit, like in this instance with Assassin, you roll an additional whatever weapon is causing that piercing damage. You roll an additional damage die with a crit.
Later.
So what?
We'll
Well,
talk
that means he's telling you get
Later.
another D8.
Yeah.
Right
so
now?
Yes. Yeah. So basically, that means is when you crit, instead of 1d8, you can roll 2d8, and you can re-roll one of those dice. If
Only
want
when
to
you
roll.
crit.
Okay. Does a 17 hit, Eric?
Wait, am I supposed to roll another D8? Because you guys just said roll.
Yeah. You can roll another d8 and add it to your total. Yandre, 17 will just hit.
Thank you. And then Blessed Strikes is already in there. Okay, so it's 21 total damage for me.
Okay.
Sorry, DM, it's 23 because Blessed Strikes should be maximized.
Okay. And then what was full rest total?
I don't know. He walked away.
Yeah, I don't.
He's back.
It was 52 plus 31.
83.
And was that including your extra d8?
84.
Okay. 84 total. Okay. So with that, you're definitely not hidden. So if you guys wouldn't mind rolling initiatives.
Woo. For my non-surprised round, can I move illusionary duplicates? 'Cause I don't know how that works.
Sure. And how many illusory duplicates do you have?
I think I did 4 last time.
Okay, and then we're gonna go.
I rolled terrible. Getting faded.
Yeah. And so you have 4 illusory duplicates.
Allegedly.
Boom. There you go.
Whee!
They're slightly faded, so that way you know. But yes, if you want to move an illusory duplicate.
Does it? I rolled a 7 for my initiative. Yay me.
Okay. So I got Caleb in here as a 9. And then 7 for Izal. What we get? Full red was
24.
24?
84.
Of course. Yandere 16. And Kelmac 15 is what I got. Okay. 18, sure. So, pretty much no surprise here. Volred, you're at the top of the initiative.
Okay, so I'm going to steady aim. Elven accuracy. Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
You're blessed.
That's
You are blessed.
Add
So you get to add a d4.
Ooh, save that one.
okay. So then 16 plus 3 does 19 now hit.
19 will hit.
Yay! Same thing
Okay.
happened, damn it.
Well, I'm going to reroll for piercing. So I'm going to use that 4 instead of 1. So add 3 to that, so 29 total points.
It hasn't taken his action yet.
Yes, so you roll another d8.
'Cause you
So when
crit.
it's a crit, yeah, because your bow is normally 1d8.
Okay, question, and this is what was throwing me off. I got 2 crits earlier, and on one of them I specifically asked about rolling Piercer and was told no. So that's what I'm
Those,
confused
it
on.
automatically added it into it because you had actually critted on those.
Okay,
With these assassination crits, we gotta do the math ourselves.
okay.
Yeah.
So just curious, why did it? Is it because the roll itself was automatically crit?
Right, so what
Like
happens
I rolled
is,
the
yes.
highest.
So when you roll a crit, instead of 1d8 for your bow, you roll 2d8, and then Piercer also allows you to re-roll one of those results if you want to try and get something better.
Okay, so in this
a
instance,
crit.
I'd roll another d8.
Yes. And it doesn't have to be a 1. If you roll a 3 and decide you want to try and re-roll the 3, the only difference is
Yes.
whatever the second result is, you have to keep it even if it's lower.
Got it. No, I get that part. I just got confused on the other stuff.
I understand. I misunderstood how Piercer worked until Aaron read it out loud. So,
Okay. So in that case, yeah, since it hasn't gone, it's another crit. So that's plus 3 plus another 7. So 36 plus 52.
88.
88.
how would you like to do this?
Really?
Jiminy Christmas.
Well, we'll have.
I mean, what'd you do?
Yes,
You did-
because even if it regenerates heads, it gets health back, but it still won't be enough hit points to soak the overdamage.
You did 171, by the way, total, in just this little thingy.
Okay, so I want it. I'm aiming
Yeah.
right here, and I want it to ricochet.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, you're muted, bud.
Muted.
Sorry. Then it's going to go straight across all 5 of those heads.
Okay, so you're gonna pull a Billy the Kid.
Sure.
Well, there's that sign where that scene in the movie Young Guns 2, where he goes to shoot the candles off a candelabra, and he shoots, and he's got some of the candles, and he's like, "Oh man, I've got only 2 bullets, but 3 candles left." So he hits one to rotate the candelabra and one to shoot through. It's a cool scene if you go see it. But anyway, yeah. So you and everyone are basically just going. You're chunking arrows, and pieces are falling off, and it's slowly kind of starting to come back. And then you shoot one, glances off. You see a whole bunch of snow and ice flare off one side, comes back around, knocks off a couple of the heads as they're reforming, and then the whole creature just goes. Hits the ground, you see like the ice underneath it crack, and water start kind of flowing.
Well, I guess we didn't really need to prepare for this one, huh?
Can all of you motherfuckers imagine what would have happened if I allowed him to take sharpshooter?
He would have done 10 extra damage. Ooh. That's not as incredible as 80. Like, oh, 98. Neat.
I'm just saying.
Listen, I didn't break sharpshooter.
Well, you're right.
You never hit.
Who broke sharpshooter?
The internet.
As I said, I
Hydra
don't.
definitely benefited from cover. We all know that.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying. But could you imagine a Volred who also ignores cover and has a maximum range, so he like never gets disadvantage on anything?
Was
Ridiculous.
my max range like 600 feet?
That was knock, and that's because he had a feat or a thing from the warlock that allowed him to double his max range.
Well, sniper.
Yeah.
As well as
yeah.
Eldritch
Spear.
Eldritch Spear.
Oh no, we had the same range. That's right, and I could shoot at that max range without disadvantage because of the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
So someone could run away, and we could just give them several turns.
Broken.
And just.
I will never make maps large enough for you to actually exceed your max range. Not gonna happen.
You could, though.
Yeah. Okay. So anything else, Full Red?
Nope.
Made it through the whole campaign with a +1 longbow.
Yeah, he was freaking like bitching about it earlier. Okay, in the camping. Okay. Well, not that this necessarily matters, but kind of moving out from some of the underbrush of the tree, you see one of those bizarre kind of crystalline lizard things. With what's gone on, and it's going to move. And it's going to kind of rush up here. As it gets closer, those of you who can kind of see it, which at this point is like Yandere gets the best view, as Kelmac's kind of having to kind of peer around a bit of a cliffside. This appears to be some kind of 6-legged crocodile type creature that has these kind of large razorback spines of crystal on its back, and its eyes are kind of glowing really brightly. Let's see here. And then I guess that means that would have to be... I guess it's going to continue. Uh, see here. Okay. Yep. It senses some Fey energy, so it's gonna rush up to you, Yandere. But that is a movement and a dash. So it has no actions, has no bonus. So that is actually it for that. And speaking of Yandere, it is your turn.
Oh, being surprised, well, not necessarily surprised, but having this thing just come at me, I'm just gonna take out Star Killer and try to swing it.
Yes.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes, a 20 hit. Caleb, with your knowledge of Arcana, you take a look at this creature, and as it kind of rounds the end, because you've been behind these trees and only just see it,
Yep.
This creature has all the telltale signs of a basilisk. So it's some kind of icy basilisk variant.
Then I will. And would I know if the icy basilisks have the same effect as the regular basilisk? In some
No
form
idea.
Turns into ice
But
is no
Yonder,
stone.
you've got some damage.
Yeah, I was waiting for y'all to finish because I didn't know if it was
Yeah.
something important. Is this considered a Fey creature?
It is.
Okay.
1,000,000 points of damage. Insta kill.
Not if I'm rolling.
Oh my god!
Not when I roll fucking trash.
You roll, yes, literally trash on everything.
One-handed
Alright,
and
well.
two-handed. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one-handed damage is not going to change, but so it's 2 points of damage plus 4. Well, it's radiant, so no, it's 2 points plus 6, which puts me at 8, and then the radiant bless damage
16
is
total.
8. So yeah, it's 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Okay.
And then I will. I will help Kelmac.
Okay.
No.
Anything else?
Oh, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Let's see here. I really need to learn shortcut. It's so much easier. Okay. Kind of barreling out from more tree lines comes another one of those basilisk type creatures. As it rounds the corner and locks in over on Izal's illusory duplicate over here, since it's got the clearest view on that. You see its eyes suddenly flare up really bright with light. And I guess that doesn't do anything because I don't think your duplicates can be petrified.
I don't know what they do. They're just kind of there.
Yep. They leer in your attack.
Let's get them, my quintuplets.
Quadzal. Okay.
It's 5 of us.
Yeah. Well, not counting you.
You're saying we're different?
Yep. Yes. Kelmac, I guess you're up since that was horribly ineffective. And then Caleb, you're on deck.
Can I walk through the trees next to Andre, or is that too big? That too big tree.
They do technically block line of sight. Um, it may not look that way because you guys are all there, but if you hit like Control L, technically the way these work is they're kind of reverse of line of sight, so you can see into the interior
Oh.
of the circle but not beyond. That's just so that you guys can like actually see what they are. Yeah, but if you just click your character and Control L, you'll get a better shot.
Well, well. What to do? What to do? Because I'm kind of stuck. I will. Question.
Mhm.
Ring of the Ram reads you can use an action. Would that consume my whole attack action?
Yes.
Okay. Butts.
See more butts.
See more butts. Always look at butts. Sorry. I'm trying to think. Brain no work good. Brain long day work.
Mhm. Good to know. What you doing?
Fine. I'll just Ring of the Ram. Try to punch it and get it to back off.
Oh, I have no idea what's going on over there. I can't see any of that.
Yep. You just see the
I'll use
shouts
2
of-
charges.
Okay. Yeah.
0.2.
22.
22.
Should do this
Which
more
is
often.
definitely a hit.
No! Ari's gone. Okay, so let's...
Smack.
I was dying, sorry. 40-10. That's okay. 24 points of...
Force damage, I believe.
These dice go away. Thank you. Yep, force damage. And is pushed 10 feet because I used 2 charges.
Okay, and that's the one that Yandre was attacking?
Yes.
Let me see here. 24.
Do these things just look like basilisk, or do they have like basilisk abilities too?
Right here.
You don't know.
I was going to say Kelmac started his turn, so I'm wondering if a basilisk has an effect ability.
Oh, I guess that's a good point. I need a Constitution save from you.
Just thought I'd throw it out there.
Thank you for keeping me honest. I should have done that for Yandre too. But Kelmac, I need
Why
Constitution
am I
saving
always
throw.
the one at the end that's like, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to need this from you. So
That
you
is
get
because
hurt.
Jace over there, gotta love him, reminded me that you're supposed
Try
to
to
roll
do it
that at the start of
nicely
your
and
turn.
say, hey, are these like basilisks? Do they have
16.
a thing? You're like, you don't know.
16 passes.
Yay.
Oh, I don't know if I can use obscene gestures on here.
Sign language.
Best not.
Eric thought I was being mean. I was just trying to help him. Last time I do that.
Bunch of malarkey. Oh, well, that's my turn. That's an action.
Okie dokie.
I can't bonus action and throw a javelin, so.
That's correct. Caleb, it is now your turn. There appears to be something. You saw one of those weird little basilisk creatures appear, and then boom, be catapulted away. You've got 2 trees in front of you. You can see a little 2 now 3 multiple easels.
Alrighty then. If these are like normal basilisks, don't look directly at them.
As Kelmex
Oh,
rubbing
what?
his eyes. Ow.
So I'm gonna avert my gaze.
You get dirt in my eye? What?
Just a little cement.
Eldritch Blast. Oh, wrong class.
Firebolt.
Ice Knife.
Vitriolic Spear. Fuck
Classic.
all of it.
Okay. All right.
And I'm gonna hit both of them.
Yeah, of course. Why would you?
Because I hit it right here. It's hit 'em. Dexterity saving throw from both of them.
Okay, and that's something that stays on the field, right?
It's once and done.
It splashes
Okay.
and then does damage the next turn if they fail.
Yeah, it does 10d4 the first hit, and then 5d4 the second.
Yeah. So I need to make some saves.
Yes, 2 saves.
What kind?
Dexterity.
Yuck. All right. This is for the one closest to you. That is an 18.
So it takes.
Okay. Well, hold up one sec, because you'll roll those at the same time.
Yeah.
And then the one farther away, that is a 3. So go ahead and roll the damage, and then I guess the one farther away takes full, the one closest takes half.
The closest takes half, which is 15.
Which is how much?
14.
14.
Yes. It was 29, reduced to 14. And the one farthest away takes full 30. And then it takes 5d4
End of its next turn.
end of its next turn.
Okay, yeah, I'm just sorry. For me, at least, you're cutting out a little bit. So the farther one takes how much?
30. 30.
3. Oh.
Okay. I'm a little confused because half of that would be 15, not 14.
Different damage for
Oh.
the closest one takes 14 because it's
Sorry,
saved.
not 30. It's 29 total damage.
Ah.
I missed that.
So 29 and 14.
Yes. I confused myself. My apologies.
Okay.
I too.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. It's like this math isn't mathing for me, and I don't math so well.
And
Yeah,
the
neither
furthest
do I. I'm
one-
tired.
Yeah.
The furthest
Okay.
one
So
will take 5d4 at the end of its next turn.
I mean, if it makes it that far. All right. So the one closest, basically suddenly becomes dissolved in a pool of vitriolic acid.
Hey.
And dies a horrible melty death. He's melting, but not because it's hot outside.
When the wizard uses a cool sounding spell and it's a war crime, and it's just like, ugh.
Oh look, napalm. Oh no.
And then that one's not looking so hot.
Napalm's when you use fire and do vitriolic sphere.
Okay.
I could do it.
I know.
Next turn's always
any-
coming up.
All right. Anything else?
That's gonna end my turn.
Okay. Izal.
Do, 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 do.
Doo-doo-doo.
Do I see anything? I like the line of sight thing. I have no idea what's going on over there. Great. Let's go up here. Oh, you can kind of see a thing. And a melted goo monster. Oh.
Yep.
Well, that's too far away. I don't want to run over there.
When you hit with an acid weapon in Borderlands and you actually melt the bandit.
I'm just gonna pull out my heavy crossbow and shoot it.
Okay.
Me. I'll add a D4. Because I am blessed. So we're 15 total.
15 just hits.
Yay!
Yay!
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Okay.
I don't know how these things work, so I'm just gonna leave them there, and I'm good. That's it. I was like, I'm trying to gesture these my quintessential quintuplets to move, and they don't. I don't know how the other thing works.
Moon it.
No, you gotta pay for that kind of show.
It'll be
All
funny.
right. Now, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, however.
Hooray! If you're hard, you're hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
14.
Whoa.
Plus
Is a
D4.
pass.
Alright, I won't bother you.
Okay, let's see. You were the bottom of the initiative. So swinging back to the top, we have Volred, and then Yandre's on deck.
Oh, does Bless give us the D4 like until the spell ends?
Yep.
Neat.
Or he loses
that's-
concentration.
Does a
That's-
23 hit?
Yeah. I'd say so.
Should have told him no.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. 37 points.
How would you like to do this?
You don't have advantage, or you don't have sneak attack.
I do because I had advantage via steady aim, so I get sneak attack.
Then it has cover.
Does it cover just increase the
It does have cover.
You probably still hit it though with a 23 though, but alright.
What
Yeah.
was the cover? Is
Its
it
armor
3?
class is 5, so even if it had 3/4 cover, it would be or it'd still be 20.
There's a bunch of trees
Armor
in
class
the
is
way,
5.
but you'll still be able to hit it with the 23.
Never mind
So
us.
Yeah, I mean, even if we call it 3/4 cover, it still makes his AC at 20, and he'd still hit.
You're good.
yeah, it just gets hit and falls over.
Yeah, and like this is the hardest part because you're like, what the? Because there's literally a tree in the middle, so you just be like, all right, fuck, and just shoot. And I guess somehow kind of curve the arrow a little bit, or kind of just pop it up and over the tree. But yes, you hit it, plug it right in the face, and it goes, like, and just hits the ground dead.
Yep.
Laura's over here like, did I hit it?
Quick question. So, on the screen, I see areas that are way more black, and the ones I shot through are lighter, like gray. Does that have any difference in terms of sight?
What do you mean, lighter or black and comes gray?
I'll take a screenshot.
Okay. Because that's probably a fluke, because I have global illumination on it, like daylight, since you guys are outside. So you should only see a hard line for what you can see and what you can't. But since some things are giving off different kinds of light, there might be color that's overlapping the map, though.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you guys handled that expeditiously.
I lost
Usually the
combat.
only thing I do expeditiously is retreat.
That's a good spell.
All right. So we need to go grab a head of the Hydra to claim as like a treasure or token for the Giants, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what we decided.
Let's go cut up this Hydra.
So we'll spend some time doing that, DM.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that would just be the tree's shadows from the sun that's like baked in.
Correct. So I thought from this viewpoint, though, any of these spots that have the like harder, like darker triangular areas are showing that that's areas that I don't like. That would be like blocked.
Yes, anything that would be in the hard black section would be things you cannot see.
Correct. So since I didn't have that coverage on the trees I was looking at, is that trying to indicate that there was no cover? I'm just trying to learn from this.
Because when I control L on your character and show your line of sight, it blocks off way more than that. But it looks like you just block off light sources, but it doesn't even block off all of them. You just see different. Your elf eyes see differently.
You know what? Honestly, this might sound dumb, but like I feel like it's because I'm on a Mac.
No,
like I've always had problems with
green sign, green text messages.
No, so here's the difference. So the shadows that you see line up with my shadows by default. The only difference is mine are partially translucent because as the dungeon master, I see all the map. So that looks to me like those black areas on your map, you're not seeing only your line of sight. That is, those black triangles are for spots that none of your characters can see.
Okay.
So you would need to click your character and then hit Control L, and it will show you only your line of sight. That's been kind of confusing. Jace and I have a way that we're thinking of fixing it later. But yes, but we did it this way because since Jace is streaming the map, he needs to see everyone's thing.
Fair.
So, and I guess realistically, I could have just set it up to where only Jace sees everything, and you guys only see your own. But hindsight. Okay, so let's see here. Frostgale Hydra. Not a whole lot of experience, I believe, between your group and the gutting of gargantuan fey monstrosities. So, yeah, I guess someone can roll. That means it's probably Andre. Survival. With the
advantage.
Could I do a nature or arcana to see if there would be anything that could be useful to sell?
You could roll a nature check, because that would be the most applicable here.
27.
Very nice.
It's
19.
I don't know
19.
what I'm doing here in the Fae, but I'm helping.
Gutting an animal is gutting an animal.
Yeah, just kind of getting an idea here. You know, for regular hydras, the head is probably the one that everyone likes to see the most, just because it's the part of them that regrows. I mean, that's really kind of the big deal, horns and stuff. But for these, specifically the Frostgale hydras, they have some really kind of shiny kind of scales, so that seem harder than a regular hydra's, or at least from what you've read. So perhaps those would be of some use.
All right. Then I will work alongside them to try and get those.
Could probably sell them for a lot more on the prime material too.
Okay,
Yep.
so Yandere gets a little bit of help and guidance there. But if everyone other than Yandere wouldn't mind rolling a survival, or anyone who's helping gut the animal, roll a survival to see how well you guys actually managed to make out.
I guess I'm helping since I said with advantage.
I'm gonna keep an eye around everything else. Because Calmac.
Would it make sense for someone to not help, or would we just assume everyone would help?
Well, effing
So
up.
I'm talking whoever's going in to gut. I'm using these rolls to figure out what you guys are actually able to salvage.
7.
I'm keeping an eye out. I'm not helping.
And what did you roll, Caleb?
16.
Okay, and you're not helping Izal?
No, I figured we should keep an eye out for murder.
Well, I don't think your cow would be here. But who knows?
That's cow level.
Well,
Cow would survive here.
Yandere, as you guys are kind of going in and trying to help direct people, you kind of just start pointing the rest of your party members to other areas of the animal because they're just kind of getting in your way. Kalen seems useful, and his understanding of like general nature and anatomy is surprisingly useful. So you guys are able to collect like some Frostgale Hydra claws, probably like a pouch full of scales. You guys could probably take some fangs or eyeballs if that's what you want to do. You guys could probably hack through a head, but I mean it's really large, so you couldn't really even fit it in the bag of holding.
Okay, I guess we will stick with the scales then. Well, there's got to be some kind of way. Because I don't think the scales are going to get us an audience with the giants.
I mean, we can cut the head. We don't need to keep it, like, pristine for planning on...
Like,
Yeah.
how big?
Izal's ancestor ran around with a troll attached to it. Izal can run around with a Hydra head.
Basically the same thing.
Okay, then we'll spend time cutting up the head then.
Okay. That's more of a hack job than a surgery, so easy enough.
So Kelmac's like, all right.
Monstrosity? Oh, yeah.
It was a monstrosity. Even better.
I'm a monstrosity.
Okay.
Cool. After I feel like we're in a comfortable position, then I would imagine we're going to continue forward north.
Okay.
Just put one foot in front
All right.
of the other.
And right about the time you guys are kind of done and heading off, you guys can kind of hear like a bit of howling overhead, as you guys are kind of noticing the sky has become much darker, and you can actually see like large sheer kind of snow drifts and wind shooting off the top of the glacier, and snow is kind of starting to fall really heavy as a blizzard seems to have set in on top of the glacier above you. Yeah. So as you guys continue deeper into the fjord, Yandere, you continue to keep an eye out, and with Izal's help, right around the time it starts getting dark, you guys reach a section where the river kind of narrows a little bit, and you see these kind of stacked sections of ice and stone, making up kind of a series of small waterfalls that kind of break apart into other waterfalls and then join back together, topped with kind of a small lake where it seems there's like a natural spring and then some additional runoff from the glaciers above that seem to make the headwaters of this part of the river. Um, Probably about 40 feet or so beyond this little pond kind of lake, you see what you believe to be your destination. Set up against this large, sheer, icy surface, you see hewn from the side of the glacier, also made of ice, a large post and lintel door. It stands about 20 feet in width and 40 feet in height. Um, on one side, you see what looks like an effigy of perhaps Queen Mab. And then on the other side, an effigy of a giant. You assume the first giant king. Both seem to have their hands reached out, meeting in the middle in some kind of a handshake.
Well, this doesn't look like it aged well. It looks like this is our spot.
I don't know if we need to hunker down in this weather or try to get inside and.
Well, I mean, waiting out here is not going to do us any good. Either that or we make camp and we just kind of wait the blizzard out.
Hey, let's go
How-
in.
Sounds like we're going in.
Okay.
As you approach the door, I said it's about 20 feet in width, 40 feet in height. You see no evidence of any kind of door handles. And even if there were, you're not entirely certain how you would possess the strength to open this door.
Oh. You got what?
Nothing.
So big old doors and no way to get in.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Open sesame.
You do detect some magic on the doors, Caleb. It appears to be a fairly strong abjuration type magic.
Abracadabra.
No, abjuration.
It's fucking cold.
I kick it in Dwarvish. I said, "Open up, you tall bastard."
Friend.
That never works.
I'm
Enemy.
Spikes come out of the door.
going to inspect. I'm going to see if I can find any mechanism to open it or some type of key that would show a hint of what we need to do.
I'm a hit with my axe.
Okay. Roll your investigation, Caleb.
Come on, 38.
22.
22.
I can't get a 38.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time. Look, this is a larger door, and a lot of it is beyond your immediate ability to inspect. But from what you can tell, this appears to be a push door, not a pull door. So it seems potentially to just take a great deal of strength to push the doors open. And the abjuration magic, as far as you can tell, appears mostly to keep the door functional.
If only we had a way of pushing this door.
Looks like we just need a lot of strength to open it up.
Oh,
Hey, didn't you just use something not too long ago that could probably help with that ring thing that goes bubble?
I can try, but we'll see how it goes.
I can try and muscle through it.
Oh, yeah, I think you joking?
You don't
Or-
think I can? Looking at Kelmac.
Please.
Do you want help? Should we be helping?
Are you going to use magic to open it?
I'm gonna be using my hand.
Is it your hand or is it magic infused hand?
Regardless, it's still my hand.
He's
No,
got a
it's
point.
cheating.
It's not cheating. He's got a point. Use your resources.
Is it cheating when you smite people?
Yes.
That would be accurate coming from us all.
Some people use their natural talent. And this belt I found or bought.
Oh yeah, and that werebear form that you.
That's natural talent.
Yeah, natural.
Now,
Yeah.
Naturally got bit.
Supernatural.
that's a
Okay,
natural
I'm
weapons.
I'm going to use the last charge. It does not say it disappears when it's out of charge. It's just out of charges. Oh no, it's to break. I don't want to break the door.
Well, break, push, same thing.
Oh.
I'll dig in my heels and like put my back to the door and try to push.
I guess I'll help.
Please, Esau.
Who's got strong, powerful legs?
You can probably lift more than I do, so
Hey, it's mostly technique. Volred, you helped with that one door we had to push. Can you help?
I mean, I could try.
Well, all right, let's get to it.
Everyone just leads
Okay.
against trying to push it. And Caleb's like magic.
I would like to.
He does have a big beast hand. Or Malor's hand.
it's cheating.
I would like to do some sort of double backflip and kick the door to see if that could add additional strength to
Okay.
what we're doing.
Yeah, but go ahead and roll your strength/athletics rolls.
I don't know. That sounds kind of acrobatical with the double backflip.
Well, I would agree with you, but this is an application of strength, not dexterity.
21.
Damn. You're just like, ah!
Natural 20. 29.
Whoa.
I understandably the 29 will more than likely get us through the door.
And Volred's there.
Plus
You
my
guys-
28.
What?
You did not get a 28.
Oh, natural 20 plus 8.
I do not see it.
Your athletics is an 8.
My hands is.
Gets big beast.
Oh.
Like I said, just swatting at the hand. Get the shit out of here.
I got half of our
You
magic.
just wasted another spell slot.
11.
I didn't have. I have plenty of them to spare.
He's right. He did
So-
use a hand, so got us there.
I'll channel divinity over glory. Fearless athlete. Get advantage on strength checks.
Okay,
Still won't get a 28.
do it.
Are you doing? Are you going to waste your ability just to prove a point?
This is literally the first time he's ever used it. He'll be fine.
You've got to be shitting me.
Did
It's
you
slippery
roll
out
a
here.
one?
Double 4.
It's slippery out here.
Dig in the
I guess
claws.
I guess it is not. Stuff is not showing for me.
I'm just looking at the roll log on D&D Beyond for the.
Yeah, that's what I'm at.
Is that a
Oh,
natural 20,
yeah.
Where do y'all
Caleb, or
see
is that a
that?
20 plus?
The natural 20
By
plus.
the Rab, at the top by the anvil, there's that little speech bubble thingy. That's the
This game log.
That'll
Next
show
to
you
what
all.
looks like a play button.
I had no clue this existed.
I use it for my campaign.
Yeah, that's why whenever I roll stuff for your characters, I always post it here so that way everyone knows I'm not cheating. Because if
Like
I roll
Caleb.
shitty and it happens, I need people to know that that was not a DM fiat. Someone rolled shitty.
Just naturally sucked.
Yes, I just sucked.
Look
Okay.
at that. We got like 60 points.
You know what? Consistently roll below the average on a d20, and then come top to.
Yeah, that's the kind of deal where like Kelmac is like putting so much of his force in, there isn't enough traction on his feet, so they slip right out from underneath him. But okay, with a 29 and a 21, you guys are pushing and pushing. You're starting to feel your muscles tense and burn. And you feel as the door starts to give way. And you guys are pushing inch by inch. Your muscles are on fire. Well, mostly Izal, because, she's kind of carrying you. And as you guys are pushing, you're kind of starting to reach your limit. You manage to get the door open in this very kind of narrow gap that if you guys rush, might be able to make it through without having the door crush you. Because, yeah, you can feel like as you're going, the slightest little bit of ease to your efforts, you feel the door starting to close. So, it's one of those situations. Yeah, you get the sense, Izal, that, like, even with this, the ability to actually open these doors are beyond your skill.
This end's gonna close real quick.
Hear them through, Lauren, through.
I'm going through.
Guess we're going through.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I guess you kind of hold off for Volred and Izal be the last. Yeah, and you're feeling pretty good about yourself, Izal, because like Calum runs, no change. Kelmac runs, okay, no change. Yandre runs, no change. And then Volred shoots when you're like, oh shit, ooh, okay, all right. You're like, God damn it!
Give out.
And,
Oh no. Oh no.
and so yeah, you get the feeling that was like 80% you, 15% Volred, 5% everyone else.
We're not giving Big B or the Malor's hand credit.
Oh, that's true. That's true because I forget because it's not listed
Caleb
here.
wasn't doing anything. Malor did a lot of it.
Yep.
Tuck and roll. Tuck and roll.
Okay. So let's see here with this. I need you guys to roll acrobatics checks. Because you guys are hastily
I'm done. I'm
rushing
getting off for the night. Bye.
I could roll bad too. Come on, me.
What we got?
It's a 9. That's not good.
Is that acrobatics?
Yeah.
12.
Okay, good. All right. So,
Wait, am I rolling acrobatics?
yes.
A million.
23.
Bajillion. Okay, well, All right. It looks like you guys accumulated more successes than losses.
I'm not having
So,
it.
so
I'm
you
done.
guys kind of rush, and there's a period of time where you guys can kind of feel as the doors are closing. It's like you guys are being crushed a little bit. Yeah, you especially, Kelmac, because you're like really broad shoulders. You're like, oh, shit. Um, but yeah, as you guys are kind of going, you guys manage to kind of slide along the ice and make it inside just as the doorway becomes too narrow for you guys to pass. And the little bit of light from outside suddenly gives way to darkness as with a thundering boom, boom that echoes through this chamber, the doors shut behind you. And you are now all consumed by the darkness of this tunnel.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
DSL? Ooh.
I was really hoping that Caleb would get higher than 10. Because you guys are at 50% pass, 50% fail.
Got 12.
Barely. I got a 12.
I know, this is DC 10, so like if Caleb did not pass that, you guys would be in bad shape.
Oh,
You know, I'm probably done for the campaign. Y'all can just like do whatever with Kelmac. I'm pretty over like
You are built
not
for
rolling
temperate zones.
good.
This isn't your domain.
Nothing is my domain.
Maybe it's the Underdark. We should go there.
next time I get a feed, just pick Lucky. There.
A lot of monstrosities there.
Okay.
And a
But
lot of
yes,
grass.
you guys seem to in darkness on the other side of the store.
Take out Star Killer. And then make a small light, at least a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, you guys, because Star Killer has like a starscape of space, so it's weird. You guys just watch the outline of a sword irradiate out, while the darkness within is glittering with stars.
Don't you have Light Stinger?
So instead of boom, it's more like swing.
I can't hold both of them.
I just always, my grandpa always just kept it like on his belt.
Oh, I could just leave it on?
It's like a light bright.
Oh, shit. He just like pops the light stinger, just kind of tucks it away on his belt.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Light
That
stinger.
Kelder used it all the time. Like, I'm never gonna hit anyone with this thing. It's just for the
Oh, this is great.
Every time he tried, he failed.
Yep, you go and swish it. You hear the cracking of the little glow stick, and it lights up.
That's neat.
Guess it's a rapier.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that sound.
But yes, you guys find yourself in this kind of richly adorned, kind of 20-foot wide hallway, which just continues on in a straight path. Kind of these rough, kind of arched dome ceiling above you. Everything continuing to be made out of ice. It looks like there's sections that were made to be braziers, but there's no fire in them, and it just continues on.
It's just frost giant size, like a hallway.
Yep.
Well, at least we're not in a blizzard.
Yeah, but I don't know how we're gonna get back out of here.
Is there a handle over here?
Nope.
We blow it up.
Well, looks like the only way out is forward, huh?
Sounds like a plan.
Caleb, you have any way to get us out? Per chance? Maybe like a teleportation or something?
Yeah. Not anyways necessarily super quick, but I do have a way of getting us out via teleportation circle. Takes about
You
10
don't know any
minutes.
teleportation circles on this plane.
Right, you can't use teleportation on a different plane.
What you
You guys do actually have a
we-
way out of here if you remember it.
We can send a message to that devil or whatever.
A little,
he's
a
got
little devil
keys,
friend.
Kazirik!
So-
And there's a quick flash as the little imp suddenly appears and goes, "Ah! Oh shit, it's cold.
Yeah.
Ah, and dark. Well, okay, all right. Interesting fashion statement, Mr. Elf Guy. Yeah, what do you guys want? You ready to go home now?
I don't know. Just want to see if you'd come up.
Making
Really
sure
cold
your
here.
reaches out here.
So you seriously made me use my ability for today just to come and verify that I would come when you asked?
You can
Wait,
hang
was
out.
it the only time you could do it today?
Yeah, that means I'm gonna have to wait a little bit before I use it again.
Whoops. Well, you can hang out, I guess.
Shit.
Can you see
Well-
like invisible shit? Because I know you guys can turn invisible.
Oh, me? Yeah, I mean, I see everything perfectly
Welcome
fine.
to the realm of winter. It's really cold. I hate it. I'm sure you hate it too.
Actually, it's not so bad. It's not as cold as Colchitis, so.
Well, great. Well, at least now we know he's going to show up. So, we got to figure out how we're going to navigate through this thing.
You want to just kind of go invisible in case we get
He's
attacked or
gotta
something?
look around. Well, I wouldn't exactly call myself a genius or nothing, but it looks like you've only got two ways to go: through the door or down a hallway.
Truly.
Well, yeah,
genius.
we don't know what's down the hallway, so it's all going to be a surprise.
Man, all right.
Do you want to go invisible or something? Because
Yeah, I mean, I can totally go invisible. Not a big deal. Fly around. Just keep an eye out.
I'm just making sure you don't get
Eyes
attacked.
on place to sleep. No, I wouldn't worry about that.
All right.
Alright. So, yeah, so where are we?
Realm of Winter, we went over this. Like,
No, I know that. I'm talking about, like, where? Guys.
Frost Giant building? It's not
Nah,
it's not
wrong.
the forge.
I think we're in there's an entrance to Ice Crown.
Ice cream. Ah, okay. So it seems like, after some time, you finally managed to figure out how to get your goal or whatever accomplished. All right. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, sure.
Took you a few days, but what do I know? All right. So, yeah, you guys just go along. I'll be around, and
You can just
I guess we'll find some
chill out.
place to. Yeah. I gotta, try and get my magic back, so that way we can leave.
All right, sounds good to me.
Stay
Right.
safe. We should get moving. Oh.
Yeah. So, Yandre will start with this thrilling engagement of conversation. Yandre is just going to start moving forward down the hallway.
Follow.
As you kind of going, Kasirik's kind of sitting there, walking with you guys. He's kind of looking around a little bit. Like, wait a second. Wasn't there more of you? I could have swore there was the little green guy.
Oh, yeah, he never made it.
Oh. Oh.
He never made it here.
I'm sure he's fine. So where are we gonna go to get some shut eye?
We got a couple more hours till that.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
How many more hours do you think we would have?
I mean, you guys are right, about 2 or 3 hours, really. Because here in winter, the sun sets earlier in the day, so it's probably really only like 6 o'clock.
So,
It's like winter here in North Dakota.
All right. Who's leading the way?
well, I am. I'm already walking.
Great.
Your light is disappearing as well.
Follow the light.
Oh shit! Let's go.
All right. So, you guys continue on. The path you guys walk does seem to kind of meander a little bit, and every once in a while you can kind of feel the incline. But no other passages emerge. You continue to trudge ever forward. Let's see from where you guys are now. Yep. And then you assume the hours have kind of passed as you guys are starting to feel the fatigue of the day's walk and travel. You're feeling the burning in your calves. Long before you guys ever find any sort of end. And you guys start feeling like you guys are going to have to make camp soon or else risk exhaustion.
My
I
favorite.
felt that way like 4 hours earlier, but now it's
We should set up camp then. I mean, like here in the hallway.
Just right in the middle.
It's 20 feet tall.
I mean, do you see a stairwell anywhere?
For important conversations only.
All right. Well, then Yonder's just gonna put his stuff down.
I'll start casting the dome.
All right, and then you guys kind of prep for an evening. Yeah, we will go ahead and call it here. But before we do, if you guys wouldn't mind rolling me a d20.
Ooh.
You know what?
I do mind.
You know what? Roll 20. Help me out. There we go.
There's not a good or bad
Go.
roll.
You say that.
The number doesn't matter. We don't know the results.
Set of 20.
Yeah, just d20.
19.
4.
We're gonna get back 3 years later.
Shit. We missed the tournament.
The day the tournament starts, just hey, you made it.
Have to re-register. Is my wristband still good?
Oh, that's
Okay.
the wristband from like a few years back.
What? What year is it?
What year is it?
The bank repossessed y'all's house, so
What? We just
Yeah,
got
that
an
happens when
attic.
you don't pay taxes. All right, so we are good there. All right, guys, thanks so much. So next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central, we'll be back, of course, for another entry in the Adventures of Athoria with the Knights of Silver Mythal, or Silver Knights of the Missile. Yeah, Silver Knights of the Mythal, S&M. Yes, and for chapter 117, and we'll see what lies here in the vaults beneath
beneath
Ice Crown.
It's time to
Oh
stop.
my
because he can't
goodness.
Beneath
speak
the ice
anymore.
crown, guys.
Apparently, it definitely is. But new surprisingness, Thursday, at some point in time, I think it's 8 p.m. Central, we're gonna start streaming some Baldur's Gate 3 just because we feel like it.
The
'Cause we want to play.
return of Black Tower Gaming. We can finally use the logo.
Yeah! And we're gonna see how far we get before I kill my character or make an irrevocably stupid decision.
So join
But
us.
I'm not paying.
Join us this
Yeah.
Thursday at 8 p.m. while Ari handholds 3 other people through Baldur's Gate as the return of Tater the moderator joins the stream, so we can figure out how to properly play the game.
Yep, and you guys can yell at the screen, and because literally, like, all of us suck at this game, with the exception of Ari.
You don't suck.
Mario
You two,
fucking Baldur's Gate
Tater,
3.
Tater, and you suck.
I'm just saying, I have never been yelled at so much by Ari in my life. Since we've been going over the stuff, all the stuff I didn't do.
Did you not
Yeah,
explore
but you've only
everywhere?
played one character in the first act.
You have to make 6 characters
Join
before
us-
even beating the game.
Join us this Thursday while we rib Eric and Tater for their poor decisions. Good night, everyone. See you next
Rib?
Thursday.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Oh, Lord.